And we're live.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You know what time it is. You know what hour it is. You know what has been building up this time.
What
You know the invasion was inevitable. There was nothing you could have ever done to stop it. The invasion of the Zoos.
Hello, we are the Zoots with the news.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
How's everybody doing tonight? We are the Zoods. This is the ZUDECAST. We have your boy Adrian Grody starting us out right now because today's episode is very dear and very close to our hearts. So I just had to be as profane as possible with the title there. I'm Adrian Grody. For those who don't know, I am a musician. I'm also the creator of the Cosmic Lore Comics. We have Roberto Ware.
What's going on? Where's Vibes? I do music things and stuff. So check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got Crispy Grooves, the goat over there, with looking like a milk toast Jesus, bro.
That's right. That's right. I'm English class history book cover Jesus right now.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we got the little audience. We got studio audience.
Fuck yeah.
Say what's up, guys. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back at it.
Sweet.
All right. So, today we're going to talk about a couple different issues here. We're going to talk about, first of all, we're going to talk about a certain senior citizen that took a certain kind of tumble on a certain airplane.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about Jorge Bush and what he has to say. He no like insurrection. He's not a fan. Following that, we're going to have a fucking, talk about the meme conspiracy game that's going on, the meme industry, bro. Because there's no gas anymore, and there's also no more breaks. Andrew Callahan is no longer involved with his network that he was prior involved with. So we're going to touch on that for a bit. We're also going to sing in praise to the comrades of Valheim because they figured it out, guys. Guys, they figured it out. Communism can work, all right?
That's right.
In a video game. In a fucking video game, comrance.
Yeah.
They can get a closed system working. Yes. Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Never thought of that one, motherfucker.
That's right. I wanna, maybe drop some of them out of a helicopter, but in a video game. Fictionally. I'm just saying,
it's hypothetically.
Hypothetically
I can figure out an entire economy, bro. I got you.
Right.
Yeah, hypothetically.
in Minecraft.
Exactly. Anyways, so we will be singing praise to the comrades of Valheim. Okay.
That's
so
right.
now the titular story here: Biden's bundled border bunnies.
Woo!
Yeah, I said
Your words, not mine.
Yeah, I said it because you know what? Frankly, this is the point of the ZUDECAST too. Everybody wants to talk about these issues, but everybody wants to fucking pitter patter and pussyfoot around the issues, bro. I'm stomping on eggshells, bro. This is fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm stomping on them, and it's making more crunches than those fucking space blankets they're chilling in. You feel me? It's crunching.
They're wrapped up like little tamales.
Oh yeah. Fool, but
It's bad, dude.
It's really bad.
Dude.
It's terrible, actually. I got a couple different, the thing is, too, is, we'll get there. We got a lot to say about it, of course, obviously, but the the media handling of it, of course, obviously, is the problem. And, the media is the problem.
The mainstream
media. But, no, seriously, we're going to look into how the way, because, it's too big to ignore, but they are pussyfooting around it, too, to try and make it fit their narrative. And so to go into that, then we're going to talk about the Florida riots, Florida men going ham.
Florida man.
Multiple
Florida mans.
does whatever a mutant.
Yo, can we just roll this great clip just one time?
Which one? Yeah,
let's roll the clip.
Yeah, what clip?
Y'all can't really see the clip, but you can feel the clip.
They can see the clip.
Oh, they can see the clip?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That is hella loud.
That's hella
Bring it
loud.
down.
My bad. Let's see here.
I got you.
I thought I trimmed this. No trim. Oh yeah.
You don't need the trim, bro. We need the full context.
Here's the grand
Just
moment.
revel in it.
Play by play.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dude.
Oh.
Kamala's just in the background.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh. No.
So close.
No, see,
Kamala. Sorry, Jesus.
Bro, no, I'm imagining that when they watched this, they were just like, come on, please fucking fall. Please fucking fall.
He did it again.
Everybody was probably trying really hard to not bust the fuck up at him, bro. Because the thing is, even on the inside, nobody likes this motherfucker. Even amongst fucking Secret Service and
they can't stand him.
And nobody fucking likes this motherfucker. Period.
I think it might be. I think it might be they don't want to make it look like he's like falling. They're like, no, he's got it. He's fine. He can get himself back up. He doesn't need life alert or anything like that. Like he can handle it. Like because if they go up and they start to help him up, then it's like, ooh, that looks even worse.
I definitely agree. I just feel like too. I mean, like, okay, there's the fucking article too. Okay, so some people were saying like, okay, he tripped. They're steep, whatever, and then later they were like, oh, well, it was windy and the wind made it hard for him to get up.
That's even worse.
Someone, they were like, that's even fucking worse. Like, are you kidding me?
Bro,
like,
how's it gonna stand up to China and Russia
I
if
know,
he can't
yeah,
even
it's like-
stand up to a fucking like, stiff wind?
I know, it's like, what? I didn't see no
Dude.
jackets flailing in the wind like that. Like,
How's he gonna go up against climate change like that? He can't even handle the fucking climate literally changing in
I
front
know
of
you're
him.
telling me this man's expected to handle icebergs, lava storms.
This man can't handle iceberg lettuce, dog.
Oh!
Oh man.
Damn! Got his
Woo! He needs romaine hearts only. Oh, did I say romaine? I meant Romanians.
Oh,
Delicious.
yeah. Oh,
Full of adrenochrome. Go on.
and the room goes silent. So, okay.
I don't know.
You had to add that stinger for shock value, bro, to save it.
Yep. Speed run getting canceled.
I know we're trying to speed run getting canceled, by the way, guys. If you can't tell.
Yo, rate, comment, subscribe, report this video for misconduct. You know.
You know who should not be speedrunning things though? Fucking Joe Biden.
Oh my god,
You
dude.
really
Facts.
try to speedrun those
Facts.
things. You see that like that little pep in his step, bro? Just
Dude,
going
he's
up.
You got the pep.
All right, what was worse, what was worse, Joe Biden eating it on the stairs or Donald Trump when he was just like, and everybody was like, he's just jerking off a
Yeah.
bunch of invisible ghosts.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I mean, he did
He
it
was
well though.
Yeah.
He did it well though. At least,
Yeah.
he jerked him off to completion, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Right. Because he's got vigor. He's got energy. He's got
he's a fuck
BDE.
machine. He's
Yeah.
a fuck machine.
Yeah. Trump fucks. We need ladies and gentlemen, we need a president that fucks, dude.
I do agree we need a president that fucks. Joe Biden definitely doesn't fuck. He kind of gets
Yeah.
like halfway floppy and just like bullshits it, you know.
Dude, he forgets what he's doing just like halfway through. He'll just be like,
Hey, I'd be lying if I said I've never been there though.
yeah.
Love you, babe.
And that's why we need to get free Medicare with Blue Chew for everyone.
Oh, you bet your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, if you ladies get free contraception, I get free Blue Chew, all right?
Hey, I do think that's a fair trade.
Not that I need it or anything.
Woman, I agree.
All right. Fucking A, bro. So yeah, Biden ate shit. Let's talk about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, dude. Like,
Dude, it's funny. It's funny because Vlad Putin challenged him to not like a fist fight, but just like a conversation.
dude, he literally said discussion.
Yeah.
Discussion was
Yeah.
was what he said. And the thing is that it's like, oh, dude, first of all, I want to see Joe Biden kind of like I want everybody kind of really eat the fucking pill, swallow the pill that they've been told to take. You feel me? It's like, cause you got it. Y'all voted for this. Okay. I mean, not anyways. No, but seriously, I mean, people voted for this. Voted for this.
Some people.
Some people voted for this. And you know, the thing is that we're, you know, in terms of global interaction right now, man, we are being humiliated, frankly. Yeah. And you know, again, I mean, dude, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin were fucking dude. They were so buddy that people were like, "What are y'all gay?" Like, you know what I mean? Like for real. And it's like that sounds, you know,
That's actually the only way to achieve world peace.
no, seriously, for all the evil dictators to just start getting gay with each other, bro. 'Cause
They're called,
Yeah.
they're
like,
called
what-
dictators
They
for
already-
a reason, my dude.
yeah,
Oh
they-
my, yeah.
Facts. Damn, we had some taters earlier today, dude. Some tater
Oh my
tots.
Fucking
God.
delicious
Dude,
tater tots.
The fucking potato tacos at Taco Bell are back, bro. I got a panzon like there's no fucking tomorrow, bro. Oh my god, bro. It's been bad, bro. It's been grubbing lately. Hit the one sample. You know which one? Because it's delicious.
Oh God, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's how good it
Yeah,
was.
that's how I was feeling, bro. We've been grubbing lately, bro. It's been stress eating, bro. It's lit.
Yeah. Went to Tank House.
So bomb, dude.
Today, dude.
So
Dude,
fucking
fuck
good.
you guys for not inviting me. What the fuck?
Bro, we said we were gonna go look at some camera shit and then get some grub, and
You
you're
didn't
like,
say you're going to Tank
you
House,
said we're gonna get some grub. We didn't know we were going to Tank House.
No, we figured it out.
Shout
last
out to
second.
Tank House.
You think I don't live fucking 10 minutes from
Yeah.
Tank House?
Bro.
Fuck you.
Oh shit.
Watch
Watch,
15 minutes from Tank House.
dude.
And
Watch
there's a
like
comic book shop
next
next door.
episode. Tank House is like, we disavow the Zudes.
Hey, real quick, talking
Good
about
barbecue,
hey,
man.
Real,
You're not vegan, so you get canceled too.
real quick though, talking about disavowing people on YouTube streams. Real quick, I don't know how much you guys. I'm a bigger into comic books and shit in the comic book scene and the comic book drama. But there's that Zack Snyder's Justice League that just came out, Snyder Cut. Excuse me, goodness gracious. So, anyways, basically, it's the release of it, whatever. It was a big fan push to release the director's cut of a movie that really fucking sucked, so that at least we can get the creator's vision out or whatever. And it was a really fan-driven thing. And anyways, they're doing a stream, right? Like a live stream to raise money, right? And it's a bunch of the different YouTube channels that helped get this shit made. You feel me?
The Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut, yes. So there's a channel they're called Geeks and Gamers, and it is. He's more of a how should I say, conservative kind of gamer channel that calls out, NPC culture and all that kind of shit. And so what happened was Zack Snyder decided to come onto the fucking stream with them, right? And then the first thing he says was, and by the way, this is a stream to raise awareness and money for a foundation for suicide prevention, where Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide, and that was why he got taken off the project.
Oh, damn.
And so, so they're doing this very, charitable thing. And, it's a bunch of different people from all over the fucking different nerd community, whatever, doing a stream together. And he's like, yo, I just wanted to say, I see Geeks and Gamers tag still on the stream there. And, I just want to say, I'm not associated with him. And I disavow him. We're not, there's no room for hate anywhere. And, I'm not with hate. I don't stand with hate. And I'm not affiliated with them. So, I just, and basically, yeah, so he openly disavowed them. On their own fucking stream,
On their
bro.
own stream that was designed to raise money for the movie that they're making.
Well, not to raise money for the movie they were making, but it was designed to make. It was for suicide prevention.
Oh
when
yeah,
Zack
yeah. Oh yeah,
Snyder's
yeah.
daughter had,
Wow. So they're trying to do a solid.
It's in conjunction. You feel me? And they're trying to do like a premiere thing and have Zack Snyder on the fucking Zoom stream. And the first thing he says
crazy,
was,
dude.
"Fuck you, fool! I'm not affiliated with you. You're a racist." Like,
Wow. Dude, that's insanity, man.
that's pretty fucked up, right?
That's crazy, man.
And it's like, and the Geeks and Gamers very much so is one of the fucking channels that help get this shit made. They're like, one of the
Right.
biggest fucking, news. I mean, fucking for Geeks and Gamers, bro. Like straight up, they've fucking been talking about all this shit for a hot minute. And yeah, bro, so that was a fucking trip. That being said, I did very much so enjoy it. It was really,
God, it's so good.
no, seriously, it was really good.
4 hours of fucking treasure.
Yeah, it was 4 hours long. Should it have been 4 hours long?
Yes.
I say yes, actually, but it never would have been 4 hours long. You feel me? But it was good. It was a good movie. I'll say that. Yeah, it was a good movie. But I just wanted to mention that because fuck, bro, that's savage, right? That's fucked up, right? Like
That is pretty fucked up.
that's super fucked up. It's like,
Pull out spoilers.
what was that?
But, like, I feel like it's too soon to pull out spoilers, but like it's
Oh, no, I'm
worth the 4 hours because of how many pieces of the story it pulls in.
Oh no, I'm gonna do my own video talking about that shit for sure because I got a lot to say about it. It was very interesting. I know you guys haven't even seen either version of the movie.
No, dude.
So no, because the fucking original, oh my god, it was a fucking nightmare, bro. It was embarrassing, I think humiliating is the word, like for DC. Like it was terrible. Like,
Want to talk some shit?
oh, I'm gonna talk some fucking shit about that, bro.
Yeah, you guys can't hear the little sound triggers in the audience there, but that's okay.
Hey,
We'll get a speaker.
Yeah, but you guessed it right. It was, you want to talk some shit? Talk some shit?
New fucking game.
Dude, so good. So yeah, as you can tell, there's a fucking loud ass metal band. Sorry, they're like prog. They're like post hardcore, but they're loud as fuck, man. And they're like next door, but it's all good, dude. So if you hear that dank double bass just blasting in your eardrums, that's what that is.
Bombastically blasting and
Right?
Yeah, that's right. They're watching the stream. They're like, "Fuck, dude, they're onto us."
all right, fuck. So the next thing we had on the docket was we were talking about Jorge Bush.
Jorge.
Jorge
Do
Awe.
you guys want to go in the video for that?
Yeah, let's pull it up.
Let's pull it up.
Okay.
Let's
You got it?
I got it.
Yeah, just the audio, or is it the video too?
You won't have the video, but I have the video.
But I got the stream, so I can still just watch it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's that Full Metal band.
Yeah, I'm gonna boost it up a little bit more.
Yeah,
here.
boost it up.
Yeah.
That shit busting. Let's listen to that first sentence again to just maybe get a see if we can get a whiff of the irony.
Deeper understanding here. Then I shit and farted.
Dude.
Okay.
Okay.
Lot to break down there.
Okay, like 10 seconds in, right? I was sick to my stomach to see our nation's capital stormed by hostile forces. Yeah? Yeah. I know I've been painting wiener schnitzels for the past fucking 12 years, but I know I am the heir to the throne of the fucking like elite, political ring, but I was so sickened and so disheartened to see, and such an insurrection of hostile forces.
Like-
I can't believe that a sitting president would call in hostile forces to take siege in someone's capital, to try to overthrow a democratic election.
Crazy.
Never before has the United States government done anything like that. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I gotta say about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
So shall we move on? Let's go.
No, we're not gonna move on. Actually, no. I'm just. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yo, can I just point out for a quick second, man?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what that guy on the left, like.
The CNN guy?
Yeah. Who? Okay, let's find him real quick, man. His
Yeah.
face just bothers me so fucking. That's like a really punchable face. Like,
Very
Definitely.
much so. Hey, don't incite violence, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, Bobby.
I didn't say to go and punch his face, although you can if you want to. But
But essentially, the gist of this interview is that George W. Bush felt it in his heart to come out of his fucking, Texas mansion.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, his Texas roadhouse. To come out and like disavow, such an insurrectionist action or whatever. And it's like, okay, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's bad. Don't go to fucking the Capitol. Don't steal Nancy Pelosi's printer. I get it. Bad, right? But at the same time, it's like, bruh.
There was like,
You mean like y'all did to Saddam? I mean,
like, dude,
like,
just a little bit
you
of
know.
the.
Yeah, just a little bit of that.
it's a little tiny bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean,
Right.
I'm sad that when was this? By the way, this was
This
recent?
was like a couple days ago, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, that's how you know that like the forces that be are very much still trying to play up that bullshit.
Of course.
Because again, I if they had their way, bro, you already know that it would be told later down the years like that was an insurrection, a
Right.
violent overthrowing of the Capitol. And it's all like, no, dude. It's like, dude, back in like 18 whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
12, I want to say. I'm a history major.
History
I
major,
didn't
you
do
got
this
it, bro.
shit, I don't fucking know right now. No, straight up. You want fun fact? History majors, they don't give a fuck about dates.
I mean,
They
bro,
don't really care about dates.
I feel it.
I mean, a little, like only if something important happens. But it's like, I mean, I guess the White House
Yeah.
getting burned down is pretty important. So I need to brush up on my shit. Not gonna lie, but
yeah. But no, I feel it's like, no, you're good.
but it wasn't like a battle. There wasn't like a gunfight. You know, I mean, there was a couple shots fired. There was a couple people killed. But
I'm not
like,
getting any audio from the clips. Fuck, dude.
Oh,
All
well.
right.
Georgie B. You know, either way, fucking Georgie.
Whatever. You don't need to hear it. Just take it from us. We're the most trusted
bro,
name in
just take
news.
it from
We are
me,
the
bro.
Zudes with the news. Just listen to us and us only. Don't listen to the mainstream media.
Bro, I'm gonna just go like in my truck real quick and make a video,
Yeah.
bro, and then y'all go like
Yeah,
wake
yeah.
up. All right, it's all good.
But you know, it's just the funny thing. Essentially, for the rest of the interview, he goes on to talk about how like there's all of a sudden,
All of a sudden,
there's this like populist uprise or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's like all these people that are so mad about the establishment, but he's like, don't worry. I think, you know, in time it'll go back to normal. It's like, bruh, it'll go back to normal once you like, it's like, this is like the aftermath of you, dude.
very much so. I mean,
yeah.
yeah, very much so. I mean, it's like this is. Why do you think like him and Obama would just kind of fucking stay out of the fucking spotlight?
Well,
you know?
Obama doesn't stay out of the spotlight. He's got a fucking podcast with Bruce Springsteen,
my
which
God,
sounds like the most insufferable shit of fucking all time. But
It's really bad. I was listening to actually some of that, dude. and
renegades, we're renegades.
With no, what is that? Was that a quote?
That's called no. The title, like the name of the show, is called Renegades.
Oh my god,
they're
go
renegades.
Fuck yourself, dude.
But
You're
yeah, it's
not.
like- right.
You're literally by definition.
They're
like,
really
hardly
trying to
not.
pull out all the stops. They're really trying to pull a fucking retcon on history and be like, see, George Bush was a respectable president. It's like, guess
both
what?
of them, like
George
both of them.
Bush, right? George Bush was the reason that it's like if you hate Trump so much, that's the reason that Trump came into power in the first place. Is because George Bush fucked it up so hard for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like all the even the most like conservative people that had been like talked into going to war and doing all this stuff in Iraq and Afghanistan, all this shit. After 8 years of that, they were like, bruh, can we honestly in good faith like do that again? Like, it's like, who, what is it going to be? Fucking McCain or then Romney or what? It's like, dude, they fucking a lot of Republicans ended up going for Obama just because Bush fucked it up so hard. So it's like, don't talk about, there's this populist uprising out of fucking nowhere. It's like, dude, that is your doing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree, dude. I mean, even fucking coming into the fucking Obama era, when we were
Right.
kids and whatnot,
Yeah.
we were all thinking like, well, I mean, fuck, like it's gotta be something to get better. It can't get worse from here, I mean,
Yeah.
it kind of, I mean, I don't know, I'm
Right.
kind of fucking bowed out, but I mean, it gets, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, this is where we're at, it's definitely
Right.
this whole past 20 years has been a whole fucking, like arc
Right.
straight the fuck up, and
well, because in the early 2000s, Republicans did have kind of they did have a hold on society and like culture, like a
culturally
lot.
very much so.
Like,
Actually,
that was
very much so.
Pretty
like,
much like after
9/11.
After 9/11, it's like, what would get you canceled back then is like speaking out against the war or whatever. But now it's not. It's just you say the wrong fucking pronoun somewhere or you do some of this other shit. And that's what gets you canceled now. But back then it was like, oh, so you fucking hate the troops?
Well,
So
it's
you're
like, yeah, it was
fucking,
like-
you're a
it was
fucking,
like, support the troops. There's a lot more
Yeah.
like pro, like even like I joke around, but like Cars is very, very like hicky, like
the movie Cars.
yeah, like no,
Yeah.
and there's lots of other stuff.
They have
back-
to do one for, Disney's got to do things for all over the world. They got like fucking, Moana.
just
They've
wanna
got
say-
Mulan. And
Hold
then
up.
for, yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think that they would make a redneck anything right now in this climate?
Only if they're the bad guys.
How dare you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Tug Major was the best guy in that movie.
Yeah.
No, and I'm like, that's a. Oh, I got feelings about that movie that we'll discuss at another time. But
Catch our full review of the Cars trilogy.
oh, dude, I'm really about to start doing
Okay, bro.
reviews though. I really am. Yeah.
My mom used to do foster care, right? So we had this
fuck.
kid named Surreal who would watch fucking Cars 2 3 to 4 times every fucking day, dude.
I'm sorry, is his name Serial?
Surreal, because his mom was a fucking like shroom head or something.
Wow.
Not that I'm trying to
Like
talk
Surreal.
Yes, like
surreal.
The textbook definition of the word surreal.
Damn.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
So yeah, long story short of why I fucking hate Cars.
Dude. Yeah, Cars can straight go fuck itself. Honestly.
is a highway. Oh god, I fucking hate it.
Like, here's the thing. Someone straight explained it, bro, and they're like, look, in like Ratatouille, it's like a rat doing rat things, and he wants to do something that most rats don't do. Toy Story,
Right.
toys are
Niggas
doing
out here.
toy things, and then something happens that doesn't normally happen to
Cars
toys.
just want to drive.
But cars, here's the thing.
Fucking thing.
Like they're just fucking car people though. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
like in Toy Story, there's still toys. In Ratatouille, he's still a rat
yeah,
in a
yeah,
people
yeah,
world. And this one, they're just fucking car people in a normal world.
Yo.
Like they're, you feel me? Like, so it doesn't work. Like,
Yeah.
And honestly, too, I'm gonna go back to fucking Turbo Snail because we're watching Turbo Snail. I
Turbo
know it's
Snail.
just called Turbo.
Dude,
but
it's
I
just
know
called Turbo.
I know it's just
That's
called
fucking
Turbo.
hilarious.
I don't give a fuck. First of all, you wonder why I'm also allowed to talk shit about this movie is because there's a character, there's two characters that are fucking Mexican as fuck, by the way. All right, and one looks like my uncle and one looks like my dad. So I can talk as much shit about this movie as I want.
Dude, that's funny that you call it Turbo Snail. That reminds me, like, you remember like from the fucking like Teen Nick, like the Amanda Show or whatever, where it was like the fake, like the like bootleg movie store, and they're like, Turbo, we have a movie that is much better, Turbo Snail, and it's like homemade or whatever.
They had the whole family in
Yeah.
it. Mine's better.
They just Photoshop a fucking Cinnabon onto someone, and they're like, it's Turbo Snail.
Dude.
Snail.
They're literally a family
It's
in
good.
green screen performing the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to watch. I still never saw Be Kind Rewind. I need to watch that with Jack Black remaking all the classics.
That was good too.
I need to watch that. I've never seen that. Like that's such a me movie. I already know. Like,
Okay. So let's get back. Let's fuck with the titular. Let's fuck with the titular article. I've got the article pulled up.
All right, let's switch.
You want to check that out? We got that P and P going.
Tits, what?
Yeah. Let's,
Sick, dude.
Let's get it going.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Wow, dude.
I don't know how to do another camera other than Chris. so
I'm like
this
a
is
little
what you guys
bootleg Tim Pool, dude. It's fucking dope.
oh wait, were we gonna talk about the titular thing, or were we gonna talk about the no gas, no brakes as well? Are we gonna touch on?
Oh,
that
we're gonna
quickly?
get. Well, we're gonna touch everything as
Oh.
Joe taught me to do.
get. Oh yeah. We got a Biden article pulled up right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Never
So
mind.
let's check it out.
Go- yeah.
Dude, I don't know how many bong rips I can fucking.
No, just just set it down for now.
Yeah. Let's take a little. Let's take a little.
In fact, I'm gonna
let's
take a
read.
little-
Let's read.
Yeah, you can read the story. I'll be right back.
He's like, hey,
How many fucking pisses?
I just pissed once. The first
You're-
one.
this is the first
Empty it out! Jesus Christ. Well, I can't just be my white self and read this fucking article
Well,
without a
you
Mexican
definitely
present in the
can.
room.
with an accent.
Yeah.
Alright.
It feels wrong. It feels wrong.
Yeah.
Fun times in Washington
So, fun times in Washington.
or the Washington
So
Times.
yeah, this got leaked from Project Veritas, which is like, shout out Project Veritas, man. They're getting the scoops lately.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
because
yeah.
you'd think like if they were just purely like a Trump-based hype operation that they would have probably just like stopped by now, but they're like, they're still going, man.
Oh,
Like
yeah, I think they're gonna be here for the long run.
I like. Part of me is like still like they might be sus, but at the time I'm just like dude, they're like uncovering some real shit.
Hey, in a
It seems
time,
sus, it's sus. I'm sorry, not
Yeah.
sorry.
It's
I feel you.
yeah.
But in a time where everybody's being accused of being a fucking grifter, I think
Mm.
like, sometimes you just don't know, man. Like someone
There
could
we
be
go.
perfectly honest and have
All right.
totally fine intentions.
We've got our favorite Latinx co-host back in the room. So
Tinks.
now my white self can white-splain this article.
Let's get it.
It's coming from the. All right, I'll hit it. Hold on, dude. We need to get a truck, like a green screen behind me, so that I can be in a truck. I mean, you know what I mean? It just like transport me to different places. Like have like an Epstein's Island,
Bro,
back of
green
a
screens
truck
for
cab.
Suddenly you're in Tahiti.
Yeah, I'm in Tahiti. Yeah,
There we go. No, you're good. We have to do.
need a little money and a little time.
You have to make a
Go down to
background that's
Tahiti.
Planet of the Zoods, bro.
That's right.
Yeah.
Planet of the Zoods.
All right, let's get to.
Background.
All right. Washington Times. What the
There you go.
What the heck do they have to say? Leaked photos show crowded conditions, no social distancing at border holding facility. Oh no.
Not the social distancing,
Dude.
bro.
Okay, so first of all, Project Veritas and Axio release images as White House refuses to admit journalists. So you can see this first photo here. We got a kid in a Mark Echo jacket, so you already know the conditions are really bad. Like they're really struggling out there.
I mean, yeah, it's a fucking Mark Echo jacket.
Yeah, dude.
Somebody's going through something, bro.
Dude, you remember that Mark Echo fucking video game for PS2?
where you can fucking
So
tag
bad.
things, bro.
Yeah.
So bad.
Dude, Shepard Fairey needs to make a new one, bro. Oh, babe.
Mark Echo's Antifa Simulator 2005. So the Biden administration has barred journalists from visiting migrant holding facilities on the southern border, and photos released Monday may explain why. Project Veritas and Axios both published images reportedly from inside the Customs and Border Protection overflow facility in Donna. You mean the concentration camps?
That's
in Donna, Texas.
very much so what they are.
Showing crowded condition and little social distancing within the clear plastic makeshift holding cells. I like that now. It's like, you know, the social distancing is like the, you know.
Hey,
You know
man.
who else didn't have social distancing? No.
Oh my God.
Biden in the staircase.
That's right.
Nobody's seen photos of this place.
That's right.
until
Well,
now.
that's the problem. His security guards have to be, the Secret Service have to be 6 feet away from him, so they can't stop him from falling up or down a staircase.
Damn.
The Project Veritas photos, which showed boys and young men sleeping on floor pads wrapped in foil blankets, were leaked by an insider who told Veritas that as many as 3,000 people are in custody at the 185,000 square foot facility.
That's very small.
That's yeah, dude. I mean, you can see here, like, dude, they're wrapped up like little chimichangas. Like, it's bad, bro. Like,
Well, it's like fucked. I mean, a lot of people. I've heard people be like, "Oh, why are they wearing blankets, bro? Isn't it supposed to be hot?" It gets cold at night. What are you fucking?
Yeah,
stupid?
it is a
Like,
desert,
it's a
yeah.
fucking. It's probably just a cement facility too.
Yeah.
and they're probably keeping the AC on because there's days of people in
That's
there,
right.
and it's probably cold as fuck actually.
they
And-
actually stole all the tinfoil in this from Alex Jones. Like, they stole his entire supply. Actually, no, they actually had that left over from the fake moon landing.
Fuck. I mean, fuck, dude. I mean, that's the kind of level of shit we're working with, though. I mean, fuck, dude. Like, I mean, straight up, how the fuck can they use this as such a, you know? And they played themselves too, because it's like, oh, look at all the fucked up stuff going on. It's all like, oh my God, fuck you, Trump. But then it's like, hey, you get rid of that thing yet? You get rid of that thing yet? No. Oh, hey, oh, it's not good.
Right.
Like,
It's only been 6 weeks, man. It's only been 6 weeks. As it's been like 9 weeks. He's like, it's only been a few weeks.
6
You know
and
the
9 are
thing.
pretty close looking. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, no, but
Hey,
seriously,
for a
like,
it's
guy
just a
with
number,
dementia,
dude. It's just a number.
straight up, it says these are terrible.
16, 18.
Hey, well, let's settle it down from there. Anyways, continuing with the story here, I had no affiliation with these guys. By the way. I have no.
Yeah, all right.
affiliation.
Well, you can take credit for the Border Bunny title. I'll take credit for the for what
Hey,
terrible thing that I
fu-
just said.
fun,
Yeah, you know.
little-
You know the thing.
No, a little anecdote to lighten up the mood and break up the darkness of this story. Frankly, and again, that's why I gave it a raunchy talk. 'Cause I mean, it's a dark story, and again, we're gonna watch too how they pit. We're gonna watch. So this is straight up the raw and cut right here. We're looking at the pictures. We're seeing ourselves, and again, it's we're the whole point of the ZUDECAST here is to make fucked up jokes as a means of coping and a means of processing. Yeah. And because I mean this shit's going on. It's wild. But a little anecdote. Actually, I mean, fuck. Basically, me and my cousins used to play Border Patrol. So
no, it's like Cowboys and Indians.
it's like
bro.
Cowboys and Indians for real.
It's not different at all.
My cousin had a big old embankment in his backyard. It was probably about literally probably went up about 20 feet. But it was all banked out. It was all dirt and it's like a hill. And so we would go up to the edge of the fucking fence, and some people would start on top. There'd be like 4 or 5 people start on top, and then 4 or 5 start at the bottom. And the ones at the bottom have BB guns, and you just fucking try to make it down to the door. And it was Border Patrol, and that was a classic. But fuck these guys, because this Border Patrol is a little,
True Americana.
Hey, that's the Mexican American experience right there, bro. Straight up, living in one house with way too many cousins, bro. That's where it's at. Anyways. Veritas source said that 50 those. Oh, that's no. 50 fucking people tested positive for coronavirus. Like, that's bad.
Damn.
I wonder if they're all wearing masks in there, bro.
No. Anyways, there's
No
been
need for a mask when you got
multiple
tinfoil.
assaults, daily medical emergencies. It's terrible conditions.
Right.
And it says the agents are doing the best they can under the circumstances, but are not equipped for the care of kids and need help from the administration. Interesting.
So I think
Setting
it's
up
almost
Biden
like
to be
this
the
is
hero.
almost go on.
They're just setting Biden up to be the hero, man.
Right.
They need the administration.
They
The
inherited
administra-
this.
Well, yeah, of course. They
Oh,
inherited
of course,
the
we
border
inherited-
crisis
yeah,
that
oh.
Trump had been talking about for years and years and years. And all of a sudden, it's a problem now that Biden, the guy who literally is fucking perma sleepwalking, is fucking in charge. But
And I don't know if you guys have it pulled up yet. We should pivot over to the fucking the PBS article one.
yeah, you want to pull that up?
PBS article.
Yeah, cause on the fucking doc with the links.
Yeah.
But basically, then you ask our favorite girl on the news, Jen Psaki. Psaki, is that right? Jenny Psaki. Jen Sack.
Jim Psaki.
Jen Psaki. All right. Anyways, she said that the administration is committed to transparency and wants to make sure the media has access to that. There's the whole, this is quotes, by the way, because the video was like 45 minutes. We watched a bunch of it, but I mean, it's 45 minutes.
We scrubbed through it.
We scrubbed through it. We worked our way through Psaki and her
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But no, hey, but again, a main thing here is it says, one of the things she says that I don't pull the levers here, so she doesn't know how, like, basically her whole thing's been, we're gonna double back to that, like that's like that's been been the meme of her and
Circle
shit.
back, yeah.
We're gonna circle back to that, but
Ain't no circle back, girl.
no, yeah. But she says a lot of stuff again, like I don't pull the levers here, so I'm not sure when like action's gonna be taken or even what action's gonna be
Right.
taken. And then too, it says like again, the rhetoric, dude, again, especially coming from Donald Trump's last final press secretary, who
Yeah.
by the end, again, exactly, you already know he hired the most cutthroat motherfucker to be like, nope, no bullshit questions,
That's
get the
right.
fuck out of my face, no. And whereas this chick,
She's got no natural tits to weigh her down anymore.
oh my god, well, this chick, this chick, this chick Jen Psaki though, like, dude, like, she has no answers is the thing, you feel me? And it's a problem, like, and again, like, okay, here's my main problem is it's like the whole, like, the giving the politically correct response is literally just like embarrassing everybody now, because she
Right.
says children presented at our border are fleeing violence and they're fleeing terrible situations. Them seeking safety is not a crisis. And it's all like, what the fuck do you mean? It's still a huge crisis of we have a bunch of kids that need help from violence coming into our seeking safety. That's a huge crisis. What the fuck? Like, how is that not a crisis? And again, with those pictures in mind too, it's like, okay, you got them all wrapped up like a bunch of fucking, ready to go quesadillas, and they're fucking, it's fucked up, bro. Oh, hey, fuck. Where's
Oh God, it's so good.
Hey, no, seriously, where's that other project? There's another, I need to pull it up. I forgot. I thought I put it on here. There's another Project Veritas picture that was leaked alongside this stuff too, that said that mass crowds of single men, women and children, and then unsupervised children is how they bring in like drugs and shit. Because it'll be like a big group of a gang of people.
Right.
Nobody wants
Bro,
to look bad at fucking,
That's a basic smoke screen for you. Like,
yeah, very much so.
you just hide yourself in amongst the crowd.
And it's
Right.
this is very much so something that the Department of Homeland Security is being like it's aware of. It was in a fucking email they sent out, and that was another thing that Project Veritas leaked. But I thought I put it on here, but they didn't. I fucked up. But that shit's real too, because I mean they know what the fuck's going on out there. They know, and I even said too, like, they know what can be done at the border. Like, yeah, I mean this problem has been around for a long time, and they know which ways can work, but they milk the situation very hard. You know what I mean? Like, and there's deals going on of people, cartels and different, sex trafficking and stuff that people in America, rich people, have incentive to keep continuing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like they're
Because they don't want you to come in and be like fully legalized, fully citizen. They don't want you to have all the benefits of all of the U.S. tax system and all the things that come along with it. But they don't want to kick you out either. But they will turn their head to people that come in, are not on any records, not on any books. Hey, all right, we'll let you go now, but remember to come back for your court date in a couple months. And then they're like, and then they just fucking dip. And then, I mean, as you would, it's like, and I don't have any animus towards the people that are coming here, because I saw a video from ABC. It was an interview, and they were talking to this guy who was from Brazil, and he made his way all the way up, I think with his kids, like, or, you know, all the way up to fucking the border to try and cross, because they're being told, at least by what's being filtered down, obviously American news and shit, all being like, filtered down all the way to fucking Brazil, probably not exactly accurate, but they're like, well, it seems like Joe Biden's saying, hey, come on in, which we can't accommodate it. Clearly, it's like 729% over capacity. It's like, clearly can't accommodate it, not in that kind of time span. So, but it's like, you know, everybody's like, oh, Trump's like such a fucking racist. He's telling everybody, you know, oh, if you come here, you're going to get deported or whatever. And it's like, but people started hearing that and they were like, maybe it's not worth it. But now they're coming at it from this angle, like, we want to help the kids, we want to help the children, right? But
yet they still have these terrible fucking conditions.
Right. But at the same time, they're convincing people's parents to not come with them. They're convincing people to take the risk, take their kids to America, have them go with some coyote or some like smuggler or human trafficker and say, hope it works out, hope they end up in America, hope it works out for them. And a lot of the time it doesn't work out like that, or they end up getting caught into human trafficking, and it all really, this all kind of like connects at the connections, man, the dots. You got to connect the dots.
No, very much so.
But it really does tie into fucking weed too, in a way.
Oh,
Because
very much so, dude. Weed's the OG. Weed's the fucking the weed running game was fucking no joke, dude. Everybody forgets. I'm sparking a fucking joint right now.
Hell yeah.
On a fucking ZUDECAST.
CBD only. CBD.
No, bitch, this ain't no CBD, bro. That's for fucking.
Oh no, dude.
No, man, no, bro. Implicating myself, bro. Bro, when China
We need accomplices.
When China takes over, bro, they're gonna be like, you smoked weed on ZUDECAST.
No.
Fuck.
The devil's herb.
No, but
It does tie to weed though.
yep, go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Because in a sense, right, we've had the war on drugs for so long, creating this vacuum for legal cannabis or legal other drugs or other things, creating this vacuum that's only going to be filled by people like the fucking cartels, right? And so the cartels have turned themselves into a big drug empire over the last however many decades that weed's been illegal or whatever. You know, when you're in 7th grade, what do? You fucking get that cartel brick weed, and it's got the pesticide on it, and you smoke that shit, and you throw up. But it's fucking
yeah. That's the
But
classic.
now,
throwing up off weed's a
right.
classic.
But now, since weed is all sold in little fucking Apple stores now, which is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong.
Fucking wish it's sold in the
Right. But don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's only after they've created these entire fucking, you know, by giving fucking guns to the cartels to Operation Fast and Furious. You know, they were kind of supplying this whole operation. So it's like you take the weed away,
but
the
that's
cartels
point of,
don't
like,
go away.
That's the point of like building the trust with your supplier. Okay, so my basis, like my customers need this and this and this. If I can provide this and this and this at least one time, I know for a fact that they'll buy a product that I know for a fact that other people will buy. So let me make this gun transaction right here. And now that you've already got your shit, do you guys want some weed to sell on the street every now and again? Because literally, weed sells every day. Guns sell every now and again.
Right. But they're the cartel, so they don't give a fuck. So they're like, the weed goes away, the other things go away, and they're like, what else? Literally, I'm not even joking.
Literally
Avocados?
everything else comes through. Like, everything else comes through.
Yeah. Avocados and children.
No, seriously, bro. It's
Dead
fucking
ass.
up, bro. It's fucking.
So they don't care, right? So like they're totally fine with smuggling humans. Some of them probably do it in a legit, as legit of a way as you can, right? Where they're like, all right, I'm just gonna smuggle you. You pay me some money. I take you to the border. You know, I help you cross somewhere or the other. Good luck, you're on your own, right? That's the best case scenario.
Yeah, that's a runner. That's a smuggler. I mean, that's not a trafficker in my opinion. That's a smuggler. You know, that's what that is. That's Han Solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. It's Han Solo versus fucking Jabba the Hutt. You know what I mean? Like Jabba the Hutt's gonna put you in a bikini, get you on a chain. You're gonna have to dance in front of everybody. It's gonna be really terrible, and then you're gonna get eaten by a monster.
The Rancor, dude.
Say about Han Solo.
Say about Luke.
Han Solo?
Luke kills the Rancor. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. Luke kills the Rancor, bro. He throws a rock and he drops the door on his head.
And Han Solo looks good while he does it, so...
Luke still throws the rock and drops the door on his head. So yee, classic. Doesn't even use his lightsaber, bro. It's good. Doesn't even use the lightsaber.
He's a master at that time too.
He's a fucking G at that time, okay?
But Chris, like, legit, to go back onto your comment, like, as far as I have heard, like, growing up, I don't really pay attention to the news, but I hear shit on the streets every day. Like, the war on drugs has gone on for the same amount of time, if not less than the time of sex trafficking and anything. And sex trafficking is really just a way to smoke screen more drugs.
It all kind of ties
Like,
together,
first off,
yeah.
Like, the women that you're bringing into the country, like, not only are they women, but they're like we watch fucking Law and Order and CSI and Criminal Minds and shit. They're all stuffed with balloons filled with drugs.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's
and then
not.
They come in and have to take that out of them, and then they're forced into sex trafficking.
Damn. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I actually have a friend in high school. Like, her grandma went through that shit. Her mother went not through it, but like her mother had to like listen to the stories of her mom, and then her mother had subsequential, like, with her mentality after hearing these stories, like, you know, just like, for lack of a better term, flashbacks flashbacks from someone else's memory.
Yeah, no, I mean,
and got into so many drugs, got into alcohol hardcore, and ended up doing the wrong thing at the wrong time for her daughter. And her daughter suffers today at my age, is 26, thinking like, oh shit, well, my mom didn't make it, I might not make it. Her mom didn't make it, my mom didn't make it, I might not make it because my mothers didn't make it.
It's crazy shit. Yeah. I mean, it's a cycle. That's how real this shit is, though. I mean, it's so like, it's such a
that also like stands into like the mental disabilities nowadays. You know?
Very much so. That's something I've been like observing too. I mean, I've been trying to think about too is you know, because as a future teacher and someone who's gonna have to teach, you know, kids with disabilities and stuff too. You know, the diagnosis is, you know, I mean, it's kind of famously too. It's like white people medicate their kids hella hard and unnecessarily. Whereas, you know, most, I mean,
personal aspect, like, you know,
what was that?
So do black people on a personal aspect, like.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, fuck too. I mean, I've heard just a lot of stories too of like, oh, we'll suck it up, you know what I mean, like too, or like Mexicans,
Dude,
you know,
just
too.
like the shirt I saw.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, like. No, but I was gonna say too is that it's like, basically, it's like a lot of like these kind of privileged, you know, fucking upper middle class people don't realize that it's like, you know, voting for, you know, something like, you know, having these overflow facilities be open and having the border, you know, open the way it is, impacts people's life in a way like that, impacts generations of people's lives because there's drugs, there is violence, there is, you know,
it's
shit that
throughout their family history.
Well, yeah, exactly. And it's like, I mean, this kind of shit is influenced by like, you know, America was isolationist for a long, long time, and I feel like we could do a fucking good amount of that lately, honestly, bro. Like, if we just focused up, bro,
straight
and
up,
like got to production, everybody, it's like, okay, all right, you commies want to get to production, getting up.
Other countries.
We literally, I mean, dude, it's like even just like hanging out downtown Sacramento for a little bit today. It's just like, oh my god, dude, it's like we can't take care of fucking shit. Like, we're not even like remotely close. So it's like, I hate to tell people like, don't come here, we're full. But it's like, dude, it's like, stop believing the lie that like, don't let fucking American politicians, because American politicians like Joe Biden are using, you know, illegal immigrants as a pawn to try and gather up sympathy or whatever. Say, we're the party that cares about the illegal immigrants.
Ethos,
we're the party
bro.
that cares about their lives.
They're trying to appeal to your ethics, bro. Ethos, right there. And pathos.
But now,
pathos is your fucking emotions. It's like, so they're trying to make you feel bad and feel like a bad person. Like, you know, so they're trying to make you sad and then make you feel like you're a bad person. Well, I need to vote to let anybody who's in a bad situation, because if I was them, I'd want to be let in.
Right.
But there's no like like again, you're not people don't see where it's like, okay, back in the day too, when they're trying to crack down on the border, there was being crack was being run, crack cocaine was getting run up the border by people funded by the U.S. government, and it was getting dispersed into the communities and shit. And it's like, if you know that kind of history, and there's a candidate who's saying we should tighten up the border and fuck off with all the drug dealers and all the sex traffickers, it's like, yeah, dude, because you know what too, I was gonna say the biggest empires in all of history were drug empires. So again, Big Pharma is not a conspiracy. Big Pharma is the real deal. And I mean, fucking, the opium wars, bro. The opium wars were one of the, the biggest fucking wars in the spice trade in the early modern era.
We're living in the aftermath of the opium wars.
Very
right
much
now.
so.
2018, overdosed in his fucking college dorm, the fucking.
My cousin,
the fucking frat house. Yeah,
dude, my cousin. Go ahead.
Quick shout to Taba. He's up in the chat. Says he's about
What's
to
up,
pull up.
Taba?
Hey,
come through
Taba,
and join
pull
the
up.
audience.
Be in the fucking studio audience, bro. It's good. We don't have too many viewers tonight, but whatever, bro. I feel like we're having a good rapport, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
A good band. Dude,
It's
we're
fun.
fucking killing it. This setup's killer.
Yeah.
Dude, we got the studio audience set up as fire.
This is unreal. Like, this is like a combination of so many stimmy checks all in one.
No, seriously, bro. Hey, we
Straight
ain't
up.
fucking around. Like,
You point this camera. You get a stir.
Yeah. Dude, that shit was gone in less than 24 hours.
Yep.
But okay, but you were saying about the opium war though.
Yeah.
Like, we really
Yeah,
are
yeah.
in opium war too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, we
Hey.
ended up selling so much fucking opium
fucking okay, bro.
to China.
Hey, that's what I've been saying. No, we sold opium to China, and then the first strike of fucking of the U.S. China beef that has been brewing for a hot second. And honestly, it's been brewing for all of our lifetime. I mean, all of our lifetime, but I mean, like way before our lifetime. But it's been like it hit a lull.
It's a lifetime coming.
It hit a lull like when we were born and when we were kids, because they're like, oh yeah, we'll just do labor for you, bro. It's good. It's good. Don't worry. And then because then there was the whole they're taking our jobs. Everything's made in China, And then now, but I considered the first kind of wave of it was when there was a shipment of like Xans and Perks and Vicodin and Narcos and all that shit
Fentanyl.
from China, and it was all laced with fentanyl.
It's like that, right? But it's like that. It's like that
and-
Domino's fucking meme where it's like the little tiny domino or whatever, and it's like, dude, how did it all fucking end up? Like, it all came to the single like point of tension with George Floyd. It's like, dude, what was in his system? What was in his system in the toxicology report that came
I have
out?
no doubt that
Probably fucking Chinese fentanyl, or
Dude,
maybe from somewhere else. But like, let's be real.
What I was
Fentanyl
gonna
has
say-
been taking over the fucking planet at this
Yeah.
point.
What I was gonna say too though is that I consider in 2016 that first wave of really bad fucking fentanyl that just killed hella people, including my cousin, by the way.
Right behind Robbie.
R.I.P. Mac Miller. R.I.P. my cousin Nick too, man. Fuck, like I
Damn,
fucking
was it fentanyl?
no, I mean it was fucking bad perks and shit, bro. I mean.
Xans and Coke.
It was Xans and Cokes, but either way, bro, like
Right.
that first wave, it was really bad. Like that was the first time those were really bad. I mean, not first time, but first time I saw there being a really bad fentanyl rush, and it was from like China. That was what everybody fucking said.
I honestly feel like we're going through a big one just in our own town, because I know of like 5 or 6 people that have passed away just this past year because of the same reason. They've either found it in their bodies or they straight up are found like that. And it's just, I don't know, especially recently, I've had a couple friends pass, and it's just crazy how this stuff just keeps continuing happening, and it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really unfortunate.
There's even a lot of things on like social media and stuff. People are all like, stop selling these pills, blah blah blah, and it's like, yeah, it
Right.
still seems
I
to
saw
happen.
th- and this
Still
is the-
seems to be that one
thi-
stupid motherfucker that
this-
buys it.
There's the disconnect right here too,
war
though.
drugs.
Hey, because I said to someone recently, they were like, I saw a thing where it was all like, if you're in Georgia, don't do the coke. Don't do coke in Georgia because it has fentanyl in it. Don't do coke in Georgia, right? And someone was like a lot of people on Facebook were reposting, they're like, how about just don't do coke ever?
Right,
It's funny I
right.
have to tell you not to do coke. And I'm all like,
Right.
hey, motherfucker, if you don't realize that normal people do cocaine and it's a fucking one of the most popular drugs on the fucking world,
It's literally
You're
nicknamed
bl-
the business drug.
it is. But I was gonna say, if you don't know how like normal it is, and if you don't know how like dangerous that is to hear that there's
Right.
fentanyl and coke now,
Yeah.
then you're privileged. You're lucky. If you don't know about how fucked up it gets out here with drugs,
Right.
you're fucking lucky.
Well, because
dude.
fentanyl is extremely fucking strong.
It's
like
really
relative to
bad.
heroin.
It's really bad.
It's fentanyl is like they put it on a little patch. They give you a little
Yeah,
patch,
that-
and
with
it's like
like-
0.000. It's like
it's like
super
0.1.
small.
Any of that into your body in the hospital when it's actually in, like when they have to put it into your system for numbing
Right.
in general.
Yeah.
That's
But-
like
Or
when
when
there's
it's
so
like
they're
Under like
You know?
medical, they're watching this happen.
It's a medical
like,
grade chemical that's being put in people's
and I
bodies.
mean too. I mean the fact that it comes from China and it's being cut in their drugs and stuff. It's like that's not surprise. I mean that's not.
No.
And in 2016, you know, when the shit was about to pop off, you know, right before a very, you know, that was right before a lot of stuff hit like a very big T2. And I do believe in social conditioning. Social conditioning. I believe that there's been many instances of that happening in our lifetime that I can talk about.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that I definitely feel like I saw. And I mean, fuck, dude, it's just kind of a trip because again, I do feel like at this point, this is how it feels to be another country. Because back for years and years and years, we fucking went in there, we fucking influenced their economies, influenced their politicians, and now another country's doing it to us. We sold them drugs, we gave them war, we made them fight each other, and then now here we are. Now here we are.
I think our big mistake with that though is thinking that we would ever be like different. You know, obviously we know of our history involving other countries, but it's been happening to us since the beginning too. Like, you know, we've been under the tightest control compared to everybody else in the world, and this is why we're just having such a rapid decline this year. It's all just like busting apart like at the seams, like it's nothing.
A very
Dude, like America was like spoon-fed technology as soon as 2000 hit. And technology is the biggest distraction from the reality around you.
very much so. I mean, I do
In
agree.
a sense.
I do agree where a lot of people are like, I think a lot of the anti-capitalist sentiment that we get a lot these days is anti-imperialist sentiment, and they're not synonymous. I
Right.
really do not think they're synonymous at all, because I was literally thinking about this today, and I was like,
Right.
everybody again, we grew up spoon-fed on technology, spoon-fed on cartoons, on capitalism, on products, on shit we like, and I think that's fine. I think that developing things for other people to enjoy is fine, even if it means in the process there is unfair, distribution of things at time. I don't think it's unethical necessarily. I think it's just the law of the land. I mean, it's a law of the land, a law.
I think
now.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think unequal distribution of goods and services is like the only like even close to just way of existence, and that might sound fucking backwards, but it's like it's really not. Like,
I mean,
you get people who are going to use resources in the most effective and efficient way have to have access to more resources than, people do all sorts of different things with, say you give everyone a stimmy check or whatever. It's like some people are going to use that for very valuable things. Some people are going to fucking buy a bunch of cameras and shit and fuck around and smoke kush on a podcast.
Some people are gonna just get all the coke and hookers
Hell
that a night
yeah.
can buy. The
Right.
night can buy.
Right.
You feel me?
So if you just paid astrophysicists
People
and
just gonna
McDonald's
Charlie
the
Sheen it out.
same.
Some people are just gonna
Well-
Charlie Sheen it out.
What I was pretty much,
Be winning.
dude.
And be winning.
No, but what I'm fuck. I
But
forgot
you're talking about imperialism. But I just want to say, go on.
No, exactly. But I was gonna say is that most of the things that most people don't like about our fucking country is not because we're capitalists, because we're imperialists.
Right.
It's like, okay, they're like, oh, I have to work, and my government doesn't kick back at all for me. It's not so much because we're not kicking back like this, which we aren't, but if we weren't kicking out so much to
Right.
fucking Israel and to fucking, starting wars and to fucking giving,
There's nothing
money to
capitalist about that.
It's like that, exactly. That's imperialist as fuck.
Right.
Because you're trying to maintain your peripheries. You're trying to maintain your investments in the peripheries while giving the core the message of tranquility, of peace.
And it's like, I guess you have the argument where it's like, okay, you need the capitalism in the first place to get, you need some sort of free market in the first place to be able to gather all the resources so that you can milk all the taxes from all the people to fund the war effort. But but it's like they're not necessarily like mutually exclusive. And like going back to like Bush and opium, it all fucking ties together. There's nothing capitalistic about like having the fucking army come in there. The fucking military's main goal in Afghanistan is to guard the poppy fields. They're guarding poppy fields and guarding oil wells. That's what they're there to do. There's nothing fucking free enterprise about that shit. About, going into one of the poorest Middle Eastern countries, overthrowing their shit, killing their fucking, evil dictator, and then replacing them with your own evil dictator, and then, using the world's most powerful military to fucking guard your fucking, your opium plants, dude.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's like you could just grow fucking opium here. Oh, but it's illegal.
That's really funny because the California state flower is the poppy.
Right?
Yep.
Muffins only muffins. Check out my Only Muffins account.
Oh my god.
That sounds delicious, man. I'm with it.
Only flans.
Oh my gosh.
That's really fucking funny.
Yeah, man.
So,
What do we got next? What's going on here?
yeah, I mean, let's see here.
Got a bunch of stuff. Sorry, I got my fucking computer.
Oh,
my
shit.
computer's not even on anymore, dude. My shit. I thought it was still charging. What the fuck?
Oh,
Anyways.
really? Anyways, I just gotta say, vacation's all I ever wanted.
Oh, damn.
Vacation had to just get away. And you know where the only place to get away these days is? To get a proper, real fucking coke, sex, drugs, and violent filled vacation is? The only state you could ever find a proper vacation in, Florida.
That's right, Miami Beach.
Pretty nice.
Man, thanks for reading the time. Oh, son of a. I don't have a fucking New York Times. Damn it. See, this is how you can tell we really are doing our show prep here. Christ.
Oy vey.
At least you're doing it.
All right, you want me to read the story?
80%.
You got the Times fucking pulled up?
You got this.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I got the time.
Here, wait.
Anyways,
I'll,
all right. Miami Beach was overwhelmed by spring break, extends emergency curfew. I just love how these titles aren't complete sentences anymore. They're like Miami Beach overwhelmed by spring break, extends emergency curfew. I mean, I guess
that's
works.
all news articles always are.
Yeah, I guess.
It's a lot of shorthand.
But whatever. It doesn't even matter that much. It's just Florida's wilding out right now.
Yeah.
Because it's the only open fucking place to be.
Fuck,
So everybody's
you guys-
just going there.
You guys can't pull up the videos here. They're pretty fucking wild.
Apparently our video audio wasn't even going through earlier.
Damn.
So we'll have to figure it out.
Just pull it up. We'll see what
The
happens.
clip audio only. You can hear your microphone.
No, I mean this
Is it on the fucking New York Times?
Yeah, it's on the New York Times.
I can't. I don't have. I've read too many New York Times articles for free. Fuck,
Oh my god,
fuck the Times, dude.
bro, they're coming in hot. They got like pepper.
I literally can't go
Yo,
on the
go
website.
incognito. Copy and paste it incognito.
Shit.
Hey, I just
Put
want
your volume up.
my volume.
Whoever's playing the video, put your volume up because that might be the thing. Is that you guys have your computers on silent.
I
We'll
think the audio should go through, but
It should go through. We had it working earlier, but we'll see.
Yeah.
There might have been like some.
all right, here we go. Here we go.
I just wanted to say real quick how
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, I'm just getting that.
it's going up out there.
Well, this just looks like completely normal to me. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, this is how things used to be, man.
yeah,
We
no,
can get back to this.
This is like what I see every single day of my life.
So that's cool. Overwhelmed by spring break. That's like the ultimate games of like fucking fireworks or gunshots. Right there.
Fuck. Dude.
Okay, I think I got the Times pulled up. This is the New York Times.
Fuck,
Miami
dude.
Beach, overwhelmed by spring break, extends emergency curfew. The city has been criticized for its enforcement of the curfew in South Beach over the weekend, when the police used pepper balls to try to disperse crowds. That reminds me of in Shrek, where they start or Shrek 2, they start like cracking him with like a pepper shake, like a pepper grinder.
Yeah.
Because they haven't invented pepper spray yet.
Fucking
That's
pepper
a
ball
great-
sounds like an STD.
Yeah.
Oh man, I got pepper balls, bro.
Like I'm having a hard time picturing what the actual ammunition rounds look like.
Just sprinkle some pepper balls on top of them blue waffles and you're
Oh
good
no,
to
they were.
go.
No
It
problem.
looked like they had like kind of airsoft guns. You feel? Or no, not airsoft, like paintball with like the
okay,
nitrous.
okay.
You feel me? That's,
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw in the video.
Bro,
Basically,
Those are
they don't
fat
shoot
balls.
it at people, supposedly, but they shoot it like on the ground and it kind of goes, and it just pops out in like a cloud of fucking gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see. One day after the spring break oasis of South Beach descended into chaos, with the police struggling to control overwhelming crowds and making scores of arrests, officials in Miami Beach decided on Sunday to extend an emergency curfew for up to 3 weeks.
Hey, what time is the curfew at?
Fucking
It's at
fuck o'clock.
Yeah, fuck
8 p.m.
8 p.m. I just want to say, you think you're going to get everybody in Florida, in Miami, in bed by 8 p.m.?
Yeah, good luck.
LMAO, good fucking luck, you
Well,
jokers.
you know what? They didn't defund the police in Miami, brother. They're ready to go.
Oh.
They got the fucking police gators like on
Oh
leashes.
my God, police gators on leashes.
I'm pretty sure Florida was the state that overplayed, got the club going up on a Tuesday.
I think they
Like,
were.
I lived in
pretty
Atlanta when that first came out, and it was just going off. Like I heard that 3 or 4 times a day on the radio.
Bobby knows all about down there in Georgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
play that song. Ask him if we can
Right.
play that song on the show. That song's a slap, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna play it. He's gonna be stoked.
Dude, but I mean, but
Maybe
it's
the
like
outro. Or yeah, we'll do an episode about Georgia. We'll talk about that. We'll
For
play
those that don't know, my older brother is a hick hop rapper. It's fucking sick.
hell
Hey, bro, I just want to say it was real because he was in the video in Georgia wearing a Kings jersey, and I was just like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's real.
Yep.
So the officials went so far as to approve closing the famed Ocean Drive to all vehicular and pedestrian traffic from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Damn.
For 4 nights a week through April 12th. Wow,
So,
that's crazy, man.
one of the quotes I pulled from there where it says, this entire economy thrives off vacation. And then it says, when you have kids that feel like they're being over policed,
Right.
blah, 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 blah. We don't shrink back from that these days. People tend to confront it head on. This leads to situations where officers and citizens feel that they're being put into unfair situations. And I agree. I mean, this is just a bigger fucking extension of, dude, just end the fucking lockdown. Stop trying to tell everybody how to live. You're creating tension between the populace and the state.
Right.
Unnecessary tension, by the
Right.
way. Like,
And now
it's like-
fucking Miami's getting it for no reason. Like,
Dude.
it's like the people of Miami didn't do shit to
No, and
deserve
it's like,
that.
dude, the people of Miami, and then it's like people trying to go and like, okay, well, this state is doing it one way, and it's like, oh, well, they're gonna get in trouble with the federales, so they have to fucking crack
Right.
down with the federales too, and it's just fucked up because it's like this doesn't even need to be happening, like.
Because now they've made Florida this like mythical land where it's like you can do anything, bro. There's no laws, bro. When you're drinking claws in Florida, like you can do anything you want. But it's like no, it's just like, hey, you remember like a year and a week ago? It's like that. That's what it's supposed to be like, where you just go and you like buy a fucking drink and you go chill on the beach and you fucking have unprotected sex and you fucking
Oh my God!
get
I
eaten
just
by
wanna
a
say,
gator.
I love like some of my other friends, but they sent me like a link, and there was like, come to Outside Lands. We're gonna do the new Outside Lands, and I was like, okay, first of all, how here in California? How y'all better lighten up the fucking restriction, or how? And second of all, I was like, because then they were talking about like, oh well, I think they'll be able to, because I was like, this is sketch because the music industry has been living on pre-sale tickets lately, being like, we're gonna do it, this is it, guys, and then they get the money.
Here we go again.
Exactly, and then they fucking take your pre-sale money, and then they say, oh well, it got canceled because of COVID, so here's only a partial refund.
Oh my
so
God.
I was gonna get
canceled, but
but you're a fucking clown with some hope.
But you thought you were gonna see My Chemical Romance, you dumb bitch.
Right?
You dumb bitch.
You thought, bitch, you guessed it. You was wrong.
That would hurt, guys. By the way, that would hurt.
No, but anyway, so I'm talking to him about this, right? And then I was like, well, do you guys think that, I hit him with it. I said, do you think that vaccinations should be required to enter? And like, I'm glad that the answers I got
to
were
enter what?
a music festival.
Oh, the festival? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And so I'm glad that the response from them was mixed / to mostly to no. Mostly I don't know was the answer. Like, I'm not sure / I don't know. Maybe was kind of the
on top of the fact that the vaccine has been shown multiple times on the media, like it doesn't work all the way 100%. Like someone, by the way,
No, bro. No, it does work. Okay, because people have died from it, and if you die, then you don't have COVID.
yes, indeed.
That's the way it goes.
That's a good one.
True.
But
how do you get vaccines?
Here's more COVID. There you go.
Like, dude, straight up, it's like, oh, hey, COVID's dangerous. It's a super virus. It can kill even the hottest hot shot. So just go ahead, take a tiny bit of COVID, put it inside you, see what happens, and then come back for a booster where we're gonna put the super virus in you again. That's not scary to me. That's not scary. But I
they're
can't
not
go
even-
to the
yeah.
fucking grocery store
Right.
without a mask.
Before he was our president of the United States, he got the COVID vaccine.
Which president?
On-
Trump or Biden?
Biden. He
Yeah.
did. Yeah, he did. Remember, he
He
was
got the
like,
COVID
he
vaccine
tied it
live.
off and everything,
Live.
bro. he had the special brace.
So did Pamela Harris. Donald Trump told people that he got
Don-
fucking COVID.
Donald,
And his wife had
that's like, dude, if he lied about getting COVID, that's the funniest shit. That's the funniest shit. Like a week later, he's like, I'm ready. I'm going to 5 states today. It's going to be fucking great. I got so much fucking hydroxychloroquine in my body right now. I'm reeling. Man. So the jab.
so
Whatever,
personal-
dude. We're saying
personal
all the
question,
no
guys.
words. We said hydroxychloroquine. Vaccine. Watch, we're going to get the
Personal
little,
question,
we're
guys.
going to get
How
the
do you
lower
guys feel
third.
about the vaccine? Personal feelings on the vaccine.
You couldn't
mean-
pay
you
me
mean the
money
jab?
to take it. Okay, I mean,
yeah.
there's a few things about it. Like, one, it's, got an emergency FDA forward or whatever you want
Right.
to fucking call it. They're like, all right, clearly something's got to be done, right? But there's not FDA approval. There's
How do
no,
you
like,
know
board
about
review.
vaccine for
I've been
measles?
taking my flu shot since I was about
Dude.
12 years old, and I've been fine.
Well, yeah,
I'm
the
20 now, and
the
it's
thing is,
like-
you built up, like, a good immunity to it, basically. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't know. It's just
Like,
But yeah.
I've seen plenty of schools where people that are the measles vaccine is a required vaccine to go
Yep.
to school, correct?
Yeah, in a lot of cases. In California, that's already a
Exactly.
thing.
In California especially, because it spreads so fast. Because people
Right.
there are a lot of anti-vaxxer
Right.
parents and stuff that don't vaccinate
Right.
their kids, and
Which-
I've had friends that have been in schools where their friends got measles and died
Dude,
because
yeah.
they
It-
also didn't get vaccinated.
that shit goes fucking
But it's
that
like-
shit goes both ways, but but it's like
Alright,
I've
so-
also seen people who've taken just normal vaccines. Like my buddy in high school got fucking he got fucking Guillain-Barré syndrome from taking a vaccine. I forget which one it was, but he took a shot and dude, it's like he couldn't fucking move for like months, man. And it's like, I mean, people in my own family have like had fucking pretty like near death experiences involving like shots and vaccines and shit. So it's like I'm not against vaccines, right? It's like, woo, we beat polio. But at the same time, it's like
Exactly.
it's very convenient that it's actually you can all go back to your normal lives as soon as Big Pharma makes a trilly off of this shit. As soon as, you all take the vaccine, and then next year when COVID 21 plus edition comes out, then you got to take the next year's vaccine and the next year's vaccine. And it's just it's exactly the same as the whole like free speech thing where people be like, well, you still have free speech, you just don't have free speech like on any of these websites. You just can't say the wrong thing on any of these websites because they're all private companies. But it's like it's the same thing where it's like, well, you don't have to get the vaccine. No one's forcing you to get the vaccine, conspiracy theorist. No one's forcing you to take the vaccine.
But you can't fly.
But you can't
go
fly.
to the movies.
Right,
You can't go to a concert.
Exactly.
Which again, I've said.
Can't work certain jobs.
Yeah.
And, like our teachers are being kept out of schools if they don't get the vaccines.
Like I'm personally at all of our age range with like, most of us aren't dealing with like too many comorbidities for the most part. It's like, I would rather personally get COVID than get one of the potential side effects of the vaccine.
Very
Where
much so.
It's like when it comes to opening up, when it came to locking down, we didn't have to do any extra research to see, let's think about this. Is locking down the right thing to do? Well, we got to wait for the facts to come out. We got to wait for things to come out. We're just like, nope, fucking do it. And then, but when it comes to removing the lockdown, then it's, we don't know. Well, it's only been a year. We can't really tell what's really going on. We need more.
The fact that people are arguing like, yo, it's only been a year. We don't know. It's like, dude, I kind of figured where it was like, okay, looking like just historically, most outbreaks that there have been, smallpox, Black Plague, Spanish flu, they do last a couple years, and I was like, fuck, man. So I was like, okay. But the thing is like, I'm tired of the facade, bro. I'm tired of the lockdown because the lockdowns are necessary, bro. Yes, people are going to be getting sick from this. This is going to be a thing. It is a thing. It's going to be a thing.
Did we lock down the country
fucking work. We
beforehand,
didn't.
or
We had
did we-
swine flu. We had H1N1. We had
Dude,
Ebola multiple times. Come on, like, and all of those are a lot more unpleasant. Cause I genuinely do. We got Coronita, bro. We got the fucking straight from China bootleg version. That was whack. But the New Yorkers got the version that killed all the healthy Europeans, so it was extra tough. It was New York tough, you know. So I mean, fuck, like, I don't know. And again, I mean, at this point too, I don't even get like my flu shots. Really, it's just like what you know. I really don't. I mean, fuck, like,
Because if I get the flu personally, it's like I'm gonna feel like shit for a week. And then I'll be all right. I might have a little cough for a while. Oh no, I can't smoke weed for 2 weeks. That's my biggest worry. It's like, I can't smoke, man.
The
But
last time I got a flu shot, I was pregnant, and I did not want to get it because I hadn't been sick since I was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught a cold, and then I caught the fucking flu after getting the shot. For 2 to 3 weeks, I was sick off my ass. Puking, having fevers, not being able to keep food down for hella long, and it was so fucking bad, and it happened 2 months in a row.
right, and that's a
I had
regular
1 week
vaccine.
grace period of being perfectly okay.
like that's a regular fucking.
And that's a
flu
regular.
shot.
That's a
how it
regular.
works.
That's a regular flu shot. But also, but this vaccine that we're dealing with right now is not a regular. Like, it's not like the where they put a little tiny piece of the dead virus in, and then it, like, you know, your body, like. They're putting mRNA. I don't know how this shit works. I'm an epidemiologist. Let me tell you. Let me mansplain. But like,
It's supposed to change your DNA, right?
yeah.
And I mean, they went through like under a year of trials, which is literally unheard of for a vaccine. There's no FDA approval. They're like fucking killing people out here. People are.
Hey, how come fucking terminal cancer patients can't try experimental drugs, but we can fucking just pump out an experimental vaccine first draft to the fucking masses?
Yeah.
First of all,
Never been
and
able
we
to
can
cure
just
actually anything. Like, it's just, I don't know, the thought of it, of them being able to give this out to the people, and even showing like these political figures that are more than likely getting like something that they, you know, it's not the actual shot. Like, there's that possibility.
That's possible.
And
very much so, dude. I mean,
possible.
fuck, come on.
The
like-
thing is, too, they don't have
Placebo
any
Joe.
fucking liability for this stuff. So
Exactly.
you
So
basically,
it's like, well,
right.
everybody come and take this.
you get sick and you die. There's no liability for them, but your family still has to pay for your funeral costs and like handling your affairs
Still
after you
putting
die.
into that chain.
and that was a thing that it's like. I mean, it's like the most of the people that I see that are like favorable / like apologetic for the lockdowns, it's mostly like leftist progressives. And it's like, dude, hey, you guys hate Ronald Reagan, right? Like, Ronald Reagan was the one that put those into action, where it's like these, pharmaceutical companies can't be held legally responsible if people get fucked up from their products, from vaccines, and I think other things too. Like, there doesn't need to be. It's like, I'm not even a fan of the FDA. Like, in general, I think for the most part, if you want to try some experimental drug, like if you're an elderly person and you're like, I want to try the vaccine, even if you've got only a limited amount of time left in your life, as we all fucking do, but if you're, 80 something and you're like, well, what are my options? Do I want to take an experimental vaccine, or do I want to live inside of my fucking house and just like rot away for the rest of my life? You're probably going to take the shot on the vaccine, and that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. That's your own body. You have your own autonomy over your own body, right? But when it comes to forcing people to, to actually take a shot, or like, not necessarily forcing, but like soft forcing, it's
coercing.
Coercing, where it's like, and it's like, I'll see, leftists are always the ones that are talking about,
My body, my choice.
that are right, and they're always talking about coercion from, you have to get a job or else you're gonna fucking go to jail, or you're, being homeless is illegal, all that stuff. So it's like, that's coercion to you, that's exploitation to you. But then like being basically like weaseled into taking a shot that you don't want to take, that's not coercion. That's not exploitation by your own logic.
Like, I think that, like, the precedent very much so has been set with things like eugenics and things like the Tuskegee experiment. And again, we talked about this, many times. I always bring up these examples because they're the best examples of, like, the motherfuckers in South America. The Nazis were down there fucking sewing babies' heads together and stuff. And, science is fucked up. Like, the idea of us mad scientists, it's such a joke to us. But, I mean, dude, we're...
Dr. Doofenshmirtz and shit.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. But, I mean, dude, we fucking are only 100 years past the era where people were... and people say this now, too. It's like, we have science. We don't need God. We can figure out everything. And it's just that hubris, you know what I mean? It's like, we're still living in that, too, because even now, you already bet the motherfuckers that are concocting this entire, whatever it is that we're living through... Whether it's, a virus and there's just people leeching off the good disaster, or whether this whole thing's orchestrated, or whether it's a mix of those two, it's like there's still just that, fucking, where was I going to go with that? But
Bobby, what do you think about this stuff?
Man, I don't even know, dude.
Sorry, I just need to get my fucking memory to jog for a second. And I'll get to my point there.
Well, shit, I was gonna say something too, man. We're just really like hitting this CBD really hard, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking fire though.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The jab.
Oh no, but what I was gonna say, no, I got it. What I was gonna say is that we're definitely living in an extension of that postmodern thinking, where it's all like we are the masters of everything. We know what we're doing. We know what's happening. The forces that be, whoever they are. I mean, and again, eugenics was not a long time ago. It was like, people want to bitch like, oh, racism isn't new. Racism's like that old money. And so, first of all, racism kind of is new. But also eugenics is new too. We need to talk about that because this is what they're fucking doing to us.
They've just gotten better at it.
What they do now is they just keep feeding you addictive food until you fucking die. They say that getting an abortion's chill. Like, go ahead. We don't just get an abortion. They say they put all young women on fucking birth control without even fucking telling their parents. Which again, it's like that's kind of shit we thought we were past. Like that kind of stuff. I thought we were past that, bro. Like, cause that was a problem too. They'd fucking
right. And it's like it's like a double-edged sword because it's like, oh, that's like a luxury and like it's very like
very much
good and bad at the same time, right? But
teeter-totters in between.
Yeah. Well, but what's interesting about vaccines though in general is that there's a lot to show that like the polio vaccine in the first place, by the time they had come out with the polio vaccine, it was like with Corona where it's like, dude, it had already been going on. Like it had already hit everyone super hard. And then they came in kind of at the last second, swooped in. We're like, we're the vaccine masters. We passed it out to everyone. We beat polio. We eradicated polio. Look at our fucking stock portfolios. Go boom, boom, boom. And it's like the same thing's kind of happening right now where it's like, dude, if you're a fucking first-time stock investor, which like most people, a lot of us are kind of like starting to get into that a little bit. It's like, what are you going to start investing in? It's like, dude, pharmaceutical companies are big right now. You're going to invest in fucking Pfizer. You're going to invest in Johnson & Johnson. You're going to invest in all these things because they can say like, we solved the coronavirus. Except then they have to say, with the help of Donald Trump.
Yeah, and then in like 30 years...
main vaccine salesman.
Dude, I got so fucking mad at my dad because he was like basically like, yeah, because the vaccine was like, they're like, we got it, the vaccine. It's like Donald Trump was still president at that time.
Right.
And then he's all like, my dad was all like, this motherfucker trying to say that he solved the vaccine. I was like, Dad, is he the president right now?
Right. I thought the buck stops with him.
No, and
when he does something bad.
I was like, too, I fucking straight up told him, I was like, hey, man, I was like, Dad, is this whole thing his fault? So the whole thing happened under his supervision, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was all, so wouldn't the vaccine getting developed and made be happening under his supervision too?
Right. He became the #1 vaccine salesman. That was this whole thing. It was
he did it before Biden. Biden did it after it was made cool by Trump.
Because Trump doesn't even know. Trump,
yeah. Did they fucking inherit their shilling from the Trump administration too?
Right, exactly.
God damn.
God.
Got him.
But, with the vaccine, Trump really did become just a vaccine salesman throughout the last year because he thought that this is like, okay, maybe this is the only way. Maybe other people talked to him, convinced him into being like pro-vax. Out of someone that's always been against the lockdowns just for the, like, on the liberty stance of it just being morally and ethically fucked. I was like, maybe if Donald Trump could just not fuck up this one time and he could be the one guy, he could have been the one guy to have been like, fuck it, we're open now. Like, but he doesn't have dictator power. He didn't, he couldn't, so he kind of went with it and everyone probably told him, they're like, oh, if you do it, you'll be great. You'll be the best. You'll be the best president that ever lived. You'll be the new FDR. Forget about the internment camps. You'll be the fucking,
I just want to say, I do think he's the new Andrew Jackson.
Ooh.
And again, interpret that how you will.
You know what the opposite of Jackson is, though?
Dixon?
No, jacks off.
Damn.
Ooh.
Almost spilled my beer. So
That was almost close to spilling on the mixer that I still have several $100s left to pay on.
Hey, watch me fucking.
Yummy.
Hey, Bobby, fucking. Oh, yep. I'm gonna do this bong rip.
There you go. Make sure you get that on camera. There we go. We got the evidence.
It's good. He works
We
at a
got
weed
him.
store
We
anyway,
got him.
so
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
we got him, boys.
Oh God, it's so good.
I love the soundboard, man.
I love it.
So good.
I love it, yeah.
So good and so tasty.
Why are you gay?
Man. What else?
What's-
What
what's,
do we got anything else?
Yeah,
that
we got
wanna hit?
that. The Vice stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
yeah.
A little
We
bit
gotta
of
talk
the,
about
a little bit of the Vice.
Comrade Valhalla.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me fucking
yeah.
Hey,
Let me pop that shit
I'm
up.
barely catching up on the feed, and I'm seeing how Angel blew out my. She blew into the bong behind me, and I didn't look until a second later.
Sorry, my fucking computer keeps falling asleep because I'm stupid. Okay. Let's see.
You got it up. I mean, the
Hey, if you
article.
watching the video, drop a comment or something. Say it was good.
So it's- oh,
we
this
got
is lonely
Sarah
out here,
Rose
bro.
in the
It's
chat.
a
What's
lonely
up,
video.
Sarah? How's it going?
It's one of the most.
Who said what's up?
Sarah, Georgie. It's little Georgie.
What
I love Georgie. She's great. That's girl Grody.
Wow. Okay. First sentence. Vice.com.
Let's get it.
I know.
God, their fucking header is
Huge.
immense. By the way, that's
That's probably
retarded.
my Zoom is fucked, but oh no, it's not even. It's on
No.
like mobile mode.
No.
Wow, that's really bad. Okay.
Why are you on mobile mode, bro?
I'm not
We're not mobile
not.
right now.
not.
We're not mobile.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Can't
Okay.
even do it,
All
bro.
right.
I'm not mobile.
So
Yeah.
the title is
Yeah, Bobby.
It just
Com-
comes out. I'm sorry.
Communism works beautifully on our dedicated Valheim server. First sentence. If you're playing with friends, then you should absolutely pay for a Valheim server. First problem. Okay, listen, you commie bastard. Pay? Shouldn't the game be free if communism works perfectly? Huh? Our server. Like more than 5 million people who bought the game since it launched in February, I've been playing the surprise hit game Valheim. I bought it on Steam, a marketplace
Crazy.
where people give ratings for different products. And they, the best ones with, the most merit rise to the top.
I can't see
In a
the
competition.
article, so I don't know if you're reading it verbatim or if you're just reading. Like, I genuinely am in suspense here. There's like a fucking
no.
10-second delay.
So, no, I've been playing the surprise hit game Valheim, which, okay, first of all, sounds a little German to me. Sus. First of all,
Well,
I thought you were anti-fascist.
It's
what,
Nordic. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sounds a little European to me.
Whoa. Hey, didn't you just know that? Never mind. I was going to say, didn't you know that Slavs just got put on the list of people of
That's
ethnic
right.
oppression?
Yo.
So, but Slavs is totally on the other side. They're Eastern
Dude, I bet
European.
you.
right.
I bet you. Right after that happened, fucking Adidas stock went up.
Dude, they're
Oh my God. God damn it.
yeah, bro. Dude,
yeah.
they're poleaxes of color now.
Bro. They're like Asian white people. I don't know.
Like Tim Pool.
Amazing.
So like more than 5 million people who bought the game since it launched in February. I've been playing the surprise hit, blah, blah, blah. It's potent mix of Breath of the Wild and Minecraft with a Viking aesthetic. It's shockingly polished and doesn't feel like it's missing out, blah, 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 blah.
Hold on for a second. How the fuck is it compared to Breath of the Wild in any regard?
I don't know.
Are you
gathering resources?
Hey, we got some fucking.
I own the game. I played it for a little bit, man, and no.
Is there anything that
It's like Skyrim with guns.
The graphics are somewhat similar.
I
Somewhat.
feel like that's the only reason why it is similar.
It's-
It's just because the textures in the game are just slightly similar.
Yeah.
But it has no relation whatsoever to Zelda. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like, okay, you
These
remember
motherfuckers,
Genshin Impact?
like, they
Like
give-
that's more like Breath of the
that
Wild
one
than
was
any other
like
game I've played.
Yeah, just
That one's what's up.
Hey, was Breath of the Wild fire? I never played it.
Breath of the Wild was pretty fire. I played it emulated on my computer, just because
I played a little bit of
I
it.
don't own a.
I never really got to play the Switch. Like, it's really my siblings' Switch.
Yeah.
You know what game was fire on Switch though? Super Mario Odyssey. That shit was heat.
But imagine being so fucking that you're
oh,
like, dude, communism can work. Look, I'm playing this fucking video game
my
that was
fucking
designed
God.
by human beings.
Can we talk about
Hey, Georgie said
Crater Brain?
Hey, Georgie says she's digging the new setup and everything.
Thank
Freaking
you.
Sarah.
Oh, yeah,
Look
that's
at her.
what's up,
She
that's
actually
what's
put in the
up.
comments.
Several stimmy checks.
This is most of all of our stimmy checks. So
Yeah, we're really going in on this one.
But dude, look at we're oh my god.
I hit the wrong one.
So, let's see. But it is a struggle to survive Odin's trials alone and much more fun to play Valheim with friends. You can do this simply by joining a blah, 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 blah.
Vikings
But you won't be
weren't-
spending a monthly fee on top of Valheim's $20 price. A monthly dollar fee so that the developers of the game can make profit?
Whoa.
So-
Whoa.
Oh, what's up?
Whoa.
Hey, what's up? We got
Heyo.
the audience coming back in. Got
Yo,
Taba on the
we
set.
got the one
Taba
and
in the
only
building.
Taba Ranks. Oku Best Wilson up in the fucking building. He shaved his braids. He's looking fresh.
Oh, yeah.
He's looking like a Zood straight from planet Zudaria. And we got Moonshine.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to get down with the moonshine real quick before we. Sorry to interrupt you. But
Oh, no, yeah, you're good. Fuck this stupid article, dude.
no, we're drinking today.
Yeah.
Hey, no, this article. Hey, no, fuck the article because it's written by commies.
It's written by fucking commies.
You gotta be a real cuck to be a commie, to be honest. Cause guess what, bro? I'm a red, white, and blue-blooded American,
yeah,
and I got the beer belly to prove it. All right.
Hell
So,
Oh yeah.
Are you a cop?
am I a cop? I am not a cop. In
You
fact,
a knock? You a fucking knock?
I'm not a knock. I
cop,
will
not a
actively say fuck the police,
The pole.
but by contradiction, by contrast, I do believe in order. It's kind of a paradox. I don't know.
Law and order.
You know, I think you'll find your order. I think there's some inherent, driving people to get there. So,
Inherent what?
and some inherent drive for order in people to, just.
I believe in order. It is weird.
You've got to
because-
have order in your life, man.
I mean,
Dude, well, but no, relevant. I logged into Valheim on a Sunday morning. Fellow motherboarders Jordan Pearson and Emmanuel Myberg, one letter away from being very problematic. Well, you've got to clean up your Valheim server, and you've got to make
some
your bed,
commie
and then
chick-
you've got to make a house.
some commie
and what you
chick
got to
was-
do. You can't control the whole world. You can't control all the animals and things all around, but you
there
gotta
was a
build your own
thing,
house.
there was a video, right? And this chick was like, "What about people that don't have things, that don't have rooms, that don't have material things? What about people that have nothing?" And I was all like, "He's like, well, the thing is it's like it's not about clean your room. It's about take control of your surroundings. You know what I mean? And about any your moments alone." Take care of that. And it's like this chick was literally just pressing about like the literal what he says, but it's like clean your room. It's like obviously it's like keep where you're resting in order. Like that's how I interpret
Very
that.
controversial topic.
Yeah, right. Oh, wham. Yeah, we're don't shit where you sleep. I mean, that's a pretty
Yeah.
common saying too. So like You know, I mean, fuck. Like, don't let where you go to rest and go to have peace get in chaos. It's that fucking simple. And yet what a fucking problematic and racist and classist statement, right?
And
that's what they're trying to make it. Like, that's what she was trying to make it. And it was just terrible. I was
You know,
just like,
Jordan
bro.
Peterson was proved right, like completely right about his whole like thing about compelled speech with like the whole like pronouns. Did you hear about this?
What is
this?
that?
Actually should have been on the fucking stories. I forgot about this.
That's interesting.
So in Canada.
Oh, wait. Angel has something to say real quick.
What's up?
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought you had something to say.
Oh, I was like, so,
You
like,
raised your hand.
just to be honest.
Just stretching.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. Hey, my future teacher's already kicking in. I'm all like, did you raise your hand? Oh, you're stretching. You're stretching. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
It's okay if you have a question.
Questions.
It's okay if you got a question. If you want to say something, dude, definitely jump in.
I'm prepared to take questions if that's what you want me to do.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Feed ends. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Script on that last one though, like she's arguing that like, oh, what about all of these people who don't have these things? I bet you're filming this exact video on your goddamn brand new iPhone.
Right. Exactly.
dude, exactly. It's like, oh, me in college who gets to come see and talk to Jordan Peterson. I can imagine what it's like to have nothing, no opportunity whatsoever.
Right.
And
You've
it's
never.
like,
Yeah.
fuck that, dude. Because I mean, that's just straight up the kind of culture where it's like someone's telling you to get up off your ass and stop being lazy and stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Well, and the fact that Jordan Peterson is such like a cultural icon now for just saying that, that proves just like how shitty like the average like, you know, how the average kid, especially like young boys, like really don't have that much fucking guidance. If like they're like, wow, no one's ever fucking told me to clean my room before. No one's ever told me to like stand up straight with my shoulders back. Wow, I'm really vibing with that. It's like really, it's like that should just be
that's a
basic
fucking
shit.
problem, right?
But here's the thing: Jordan Peterson was fucking proven right about the compelled speech because his whole argument is like, well, I don't want to be, compelled to say the pronouns of people. I've got nothing against them, but and then
Fucking Kermit the Frog sounding motherfucker.
and I just wanted an excuse to do Jordan Peterson impression. But so there was this whole thing.
Why you're not
there-
doing more
okay.
Louis Armstrong though. Sorry.
So there's only two genders. There's boys and girls. Yeah. There's the birds and the bees and so
All right, I'll let you finish.
JBP, right? He gets into this whole fucking thing, right? Where people are like, no one's gonna make you be forced to say the fucking correct pronoun of someone. You're not gonna go to jail because you gave someone the wrong pronoun. Well, fucking bomb. We need to get that on the soundboard at some point. Yeah. But this literally happened in Canada. There was a father who was arrested because his daughter, his daughter, who, was born a biological female, if that's how I can say it, was going through, against her father's wishes, going through, I don't know how far, into like transitioning or whatever into being a trans man, right? So he goes to fucking jail because he in court, like he went to court about this, he's like, I don't want to, be providing, this, like any kind of like surgery or hormone therapy or any of that for my daughter. And he goes into court and he keeps referring to her as his daughter, as she, her, and he goes to fucking jail. He's in jail right now because it's like, that's just a conspiracy theory. Like that'll never happen. And it's like, that's Canada, right? That's not the States. But it's like, dude, it's like, that's just like the fucking, that's the very beginning. Like
It's been a law since 2016 or 17 since I worked at Nugget. Because I remember we had this conversation there. So 2016 or 17, if you're an employer and you intentionally, and again, that comes down to that verdict where it's like, oh,
Right.
can we prove is it intentional or not?
Right.
Which I've discovered. That's why intent is, again, I'm going to get real weird on you super quick. Intent is, for all my witches and wizards out there, intent is like what is the, what it's hard to measure. It's hard to measure because it's hard to prove. It's hard to measure. It's hard to quantify. It's metaphysical, but we all have it. We all have intent. And so a lot of people think that that's what it is. Intent is magic. As long as you put your intent into something, boom.
Right.
So
Well, that's like not only is it like magic, bro. That like really ties into.
Oh, here we go.
We got all our magic, my fucking magicians coming out now. Let's go.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, like
You're a fucking wizard, Harry.
intent and observation
Harry
is
wizard.
explicitly tied to quantum mechanics.
Go
right?
for it.
Yeah.
Like obviously, when you observe something, there are like several potential outcomes of what could happen, right? And there's this sort of
Oh,
experiment.
my
I
battery
like to-
died, by the way. My battery
Oh,
died.
okay, for sure.
Cool.
So yeah, there's this experiment I like to bring into this discussion. Typically is the water like thought experiment. So there's like a few people that have tried this out, and you could find videos of this all over YouTube if you look for it. But if you have like something like rice, for example, you cook rice, it stores water inside of it, right? And then for a week, you have 3 batches of rice that were cooked at the same time. One you use for control, one you use for directing your bad emotions towards, and one you use for directing your positive emotions towards.
Yeah.
Right. And over the course of the week, you'll find that the one with negative emotion directed at it becomes moldy significantly quicker than either the control or the one that has positive emotions directed towards it. So it's sort of implying that water, like other things in quantum mechanics, can like change their state and adapt and gain memory from,
His name's Ethan.
yeah, they can actually gain memory from, the things that we experience as well. Like there's imprints. It has some sort of like connective, network of information that is being transferred between everything.
Well, it's definitely
water-
like,
yeah.
dude. I mean, my camera's getting switched out. So
Oh,
you
yeah, black screen, my bad.
No, you're good. But I mean, it's like the they make you fucking do an experiment like in 8th grade science or whatever, where it's all like put a little Mexican jumping bean next to your headphones and play different kinds of music. And it's all like, dude, if you put like a bunch of like, we did it. We put fucking, we put like 4 Tops, old school Motown. We put like some like super chill reggae, and then we put like some fucking straight like Slipknot,
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, that goes also too into talking about like vibrations and shit, because we're all made of fucking vibrations. Everything's vibrating. That's what you're seeing.
Yeah,
What you're
absolutely.
seeing, what you're and that trips me out too, because what you're looking at, all the colors is a little just different vibrations of
Yeah,
what the
well-
physical thing is vibrating at a different frequency of. Like
The way I like to sort of reference it is that like all 5 emotions, or not emotions, all 5 senses that you experience, right, are just different tiers of vibration, and that vibration is one continuous spectrum, but you hit a certain threshold, as you increase or decrease in frequency, and it will become a different sense. So I don't know.
I do agree.
Ooh, yeah, like tarot.
I do agree, because like I mean, that's when it's like you're watching Naruto. Who's familiar with Naruto? We got any Naruto. We got 1, 2, 3, about 3 out of 6. Fucking the full Neji, he's got that 360 vision, bro. And the thing is, I've genuinely thought too, it's like, motherfuckers that can meditate. What's that?
I'm Byakugan.
Byakugan.
Yeah.
Byakugan.
Byakugan.
Byakugan. Like, yeah.
Blind people
That's
know, and how most of the time, I mean, sure, blind people can't see, but that's always the
That's
thing
when all
of
the others are
how
sighted.
they can hear things around them and perceive what's in front of them in an all right to almost accurate distance, and so a lot of the time they'll use that to get around and stuff like that.
Very much so, and
off of the vibrations of the sound.
And I think someone with all 5 senses, and I think that too, I mean, being blind, you would accentuate your other, I mean, I think too, especially if like you're like, smart and like, like study and like new, like if you were like, I mean, this is kind of like hypothetical, but I was like, I feel like if you're someone who was like already like well versed like with like stuff, and then you went blind, you could probably like see even better than someone who was like born blind, But what I was gonna
How
say,
can you speak on that, bro?
how
You've
can I
never
speak on
been
that?
blind,
I'm not
dude.
disabled. I'm not.
How can you-
I'm not.
You can just close your eyes, but guess what? You could just open them back up again, and then you can see. You
Damn.
fucking sight privileged ass motherfucker.
Bro, if you're getting bullied,
Sorry.
just fucking close your eyes, man.
Anyways, what I was gonna say though is too is that in terms of 360 vision, there's tons of things too where it's all like you extend your consciousness past yourself and all your senses exist. You can smell further, you can touch further, you can hear further. When you close your
touch
eyes,
further.
no, I mean you
Mr.
can.
Fantastic did.
Yeah. Yes, I'm Mr. Fantastic.
Touch
And
further.
you know what else I can extend to go fuck your bitch with, bro?
Oh shit! With extends.
Well, only with extends and Blue Chew.
We're brought to you by Blue
This
Chew.
episode was brought to you by Blue Chew, by the way, and Extend simultaneously. We got the double fucking.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
This is brought to you by all the same commercials you saw when you woke up at 3 a.m. when you were watching G4 back in the day.
let me look. I want to do the theme song.
To clarify, none of us have erectile dysfunction. So.
That's right.
Hey, I don't have a
Thanks to Blue Chew. Yeah, that's right. I'm done. But I can't come. It's almost a superpower, but leaves. Yeah, it's just a lingering satiation.
Leaves a lot to be desired.
Dude, imagine like you just get like a genie curse and it's like, fuck all you want. But you can never finish. No, you mean like Sting? That's what happened to Sting.
You wish to fuck for a long time, right? Right?
See,
You will fuck forever.
at that point, I would just. Never mind. Y'all don't even know where I would go with that.
Dang. See, and that's when we learned that it's not about the fucking, but it's about all the nuts that we busted along the way.
I thought you would say it's not about all the nutting, but about the
No, it's entirely about. It's only about nutting.
it's only about procreating
That's right, for procreation only.
and getting that dopamine rush
That's correct.
that nature desired for us. Nature's cocaine, masturbation.
That's right. Isn't cocaine nature's cocaine?
No, bro.
You think fucking cocaine grows on trees, my dude?
What do you think? You think it's just chilling in leaves? You think it's just chilling in the buds of leaves?
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Coca leaves
What do you
comes from
think-
the earth.
Hey, do you think drugs just grow from trees, bro? Like, you think they just grow on
Dude.
plants? Like, what the fuck?
Fucking okay. No. Coca leaves come from the earth. Gasoline comes from the earth. Colombians come from the earth. Fucking
Son de la tierra. Tierra.
That's right. It's all natural. I want to open an artisanal Coke store, dude.
Yo, I just want to say, I had an ex that said that salsa son un sangre de tus personas. So salsa is the blood of your people, is what my ex-girlfriend
Damn.
told me in Spanish, and she had to tell me what she meant.
Bro,
Because I couldn't speak Spanish at the time.
salsa is the blood in my pee-pee, dude.
Damn. Says the dude who was eating habanero puree earlier.
Oh my God, Bobby. Woo. Goodness gracious. We are in it.
This is a fun show today.
We are live and uncut.
It doesn't matter that that no one's
know what
watching
else?
online because we got our studio audience here. This is great.
Studio audience clip.
Yeah.
Let's hit. Oh my.
Here we go again.
Yo, let's hear it from y'all real quick. Let's hear it from y'all because I gotta take a piss. So.
Oh shit.
All right, y'all are on the spot now.
Oh shit.
On the spot.
Anything?
Run all the hot topics by them real quick.
Okay.
Let's do the recap. Round
All right, boom, 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 boom. Bada bing, bada boom. From
All
the
right.
start, we got Biden's stairway to heaven.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just a whole ass sign that Biden is like. I mean, we made
In
our
great
choice.
physical
we
shape.
did what we chose to do and elect him, but remember that his
We.
age does play a factor. The government plays a factor, and well, y'all picked it. Remember it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we know that.
It was the wind. It was the wind.
Though, you know what I mean? It's like
No. We ended up in this position because a lot of people, dislike Trump. I think
Dislike-
that's really what it came down to.
Not that I even particular think that we would be in any of a better place. We would still probably be fucking locked down if it was Trump. We would still probably be, the laughing stock or whatever. But it's like, dude, people are really that pissed at Trump that they're like, yeah, I will literally take this fucking like vegetable of a man. Yep. Because it doesn't tweet mean things because he doesn't know how to use Twitter.
But I give him this. I'm 26. I trip over flat surfaces. Moving 2 miles an hour.
I mean,
with my feet.
well, man, maybe.
So
He got the klutz vote. He got
just be klutzy.
He got the
Give him
clumsy
that.
vote.
I give him that. But he's old as shit.
Yeah. He's
He's not even old as shit. He's just old. He's just a senior.
it's fucking elder abuse at this point, man.
Yeah,
dude, like his wife should have been like last year should have been like, Joe, you're done. Just
Yo, no.
Bro,
wrap
I
it
mean,
up.
okay.
No,
Well,
just stop it.
here's the question though: is how long have they been married? Right.
Oh, long time, I think.
Right. If they've been married a long time, she's probably well familiar with all his, Freudian slips and his
Fraudulent slips,
He
yeah.
Yeah, his
probably had a plan in mind to run for president several times and not gone through with it.
Oh,
for
he tried to
however
run
long,
in the
you know?
80s.
In the 80s, and then probably almost every year since, and then he got discouraged, so he's like, let me just shit,
yeah.
now we got a black guy, I'm definitely gonna lose to the black guy.
Yeah. If you can't beat him, join him.
Fuck, Joe.
Yeah.
Why this year did you choose to run for God, pull your shit out.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, because that just really kind of makes you wonder, was it all just designed? Like, was he designed to just take the fall and then now it's Kamala Harris?
You should know, man. Every single president is pre-selected. None of the elections are real.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Right.
Oreos.
That's what we're all here for.
Selections, bro, not elections. But here's the thing. Clearly the establishment choice all along was Kamala Harris because she's just like a caramel Hillary.
Yeah.
And so people were, the establishment was down for that. They were like hyping her up so much. And then all it took was like one fucking nuke from Tulsi and she just like plummeted. She fucking did not stand a chance amongst all the Democrats who it's like, bro, that was just like, I mean, like, dude, the competition was like not even good for the most part.
It really wasn't, though.
Yet she still pulled last for a lot. Like, she got beat out by Tulsi until she was smeared by Hillary for being a Russian asset or whatever. And then, she got beaten out by fucking Yang Gang. She got beaten out by Joe fucking Biden. But it's like Joe Biden wasn't the number one pick until all of a sudden, Liz Warren and Bernie and all of them all just simultaneously decided to just drop out of the race all at one time. They're like, I guess it's Biden. And it's like, you're getting Biden. Like, that's like, and people just fucking hated Trump so much. And it's like, in a sense, I can't blame him for hating Trump so much especially based on what they've been told about him, right? If you're just kind of like not really looking into it that much and you just catch the headlines, you're like, wow, concentration camps, all this stuff. You're like, it's really bad. We got to have a change. Oh, yeah, I remember Joe Biden. He was the guy that was in the background of the cool president. He was in the background. I remember him. But it's like, people fail to remember that Joe Biden is the literal fucking embodiment of all of the, the crime bills and the the crime bills and, the war on drugs. Like, he was the grandfather of all that shit. He wanted to keep schools fucking segregated for the longest time. He's been in politics for fucking 50 years, and he's
a real class A dirtbag.
Yeah.
I'm the captain now.
That's
I'm in
right.
Bobby's chair, bruh. I have so much power now. Look at me. There's an empty throne right there. If anybody wants to take up the spot.
Taba looks like he wants to say
I
something.
know. Hold up. Wait.
Press
Where's
the up arrow
up arrow
on the
Hold up.
keyboard.
On this one? Oh shit. There
Yeah,
we go.
okay,
All
now
right.
you're
Now we
good.
got the studio audience cam. There we go.
Okay, yeah, I'm coming
Get it.
in here blind. But I know you were talking about Biden and him tripping and everything like that. I think all politicians have a certain, well, most politicians that we know about have a certain track record of kind of being shady in a certain sense. So, my political stance is like I'm not really married to either side because they're both two wings on the same bird. I just feel like, regardless of who won the presidential election, we're going to get, someone that's not really necessarily prioritizing the best interests of the people, but they're prioritizing the best interests of their interests and, their political view and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm not really surprised by anything that's going on. When it comes to politics and, I feel like there's like a black guy that was on like Rolando Holland's show or something like that. I forget the dude's name. But basically, he's talking about what we need to do for self, and I agree with that. We definitely
do for self, and
and work together to kind of build up our communities and educate our children the way we need to educate them, because we can't really necessarily rely on the government or a politician to do what's in our best interest. If they do something that helps us out, great. That's that's a bonus, but we can't be thinking like, this person is a savior for us. That's not ever going to be the case, in my opinion. So,
well, two things. Hold on.
Press the down arrow. It'll go back to us. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say is, I feel like it's like at this point it comes down to where it's like, now it's like instead of pick your interest, it's like pick your special interest. That's what this game's become. It's all like, what kind of special interest would you like to see served? And it's fucked up that that's what it's become, because that's not cool. You know what I mean? It's all like, what series, and that's why it's become like a fucking list. What series of... I'm the captain now, bro. I'm the captain now. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, but
I like I totally caught this part of your face. You're like, I'm the captain.
Now you got to do the hard shit.
Such anger.
No, I'm just joking. No, but I mean, doing for self, and then again, choosing what special interests you want to see happen, because that's what it becomes now. It's like, what major institution do you want to see slightly affected? Right. And what is the worst possible outcome that you're ready to deal with? That's how people are choosing their fucking candidates right now, bro.
They've set it up in this like political theater type of thing where it's like you can fight to the fucking death about a very extremely limited set of parameters. You're like, do I want this 39% tax or this 37% tax? And let's fight to the fucking death. And we're like battling it out. This is a battle of the wits. We're really trying to get to the best political philosophy, when it's like, in reality, it's like the great Tom Woods says, it's like, it doesn't matter who you vote for, you're always going to get John McCain. And, but like you were saying, Tauba, I mean, that kind of echoes sort of, like Malcolm X's kind of sentiment on that sort of thing, where it's like, there's always going to be, someone, the white liberal, they're going to come in and they're going to, act like they're going to fucking save the day and they're going to take care of everything for you. And they'll always, but they're like the fox, like they'll stab your back kind of, but with a smile. And it's like, at least with like hardcore, like conservative, whatever, like fascist type people, at least they tell you like, this is how it's going to be. It's going to fucking suck for you. And that's what it fucking is. But with a lot of the like, we care so much about the illegal immigrants. We care so much about the undocumented, unattended children. We care so much about X group, Y group. Let's try, like, because that's what they've been trying to do. Mainly the Democrats have been trying to put, I mean, the Republicans kind of do this too, but they're trying to put X group together, Y group together, Z group together, ZUD group together, and all become sort of this one, because Republicans have always kind of had like, like the white working class, middle class vote. So now Democrats are trying to be this catch-all big fucking tent for all of these different interests. Right? They're like, black people, we speak for you. We speak for the Asians. Oh, the Asians are going through the hate now. Oh, now it's this, now it's that. And it's like, we're going to get you all together and you're all going to fucking think the same and you're all going to be interested in the same issues, even though you have fucking nothing to do with each other, right? In any other country, there wouldn't be one party that was like, I'm standing up for like, religious Muslims and also the LGBT community. Like usually in most countries, those would be fucking at war with each other. Not that that's a good thing, but it's like you're trying to bring all these disparate factions into this one amalgamation where it's like, oh, nobody can get offended because there's all these different fucking tripwires and trip mines that all these different groups have. And you have to try to appease, all these different groups all at once. And so you end up just becoming this big nothing where you don't get anything done. You don't offer anyone anything except platitudes. You throw out a fucking stimmy check every once in a while and expect everyone to suck your dick about it.
Well, I think this problem comes from a few different things. Like, I mean, you know the concept of midwits to begin with, right?
Oh yeah.
So like
Michael Malice.
Right. A lot of people, you know, try to get into things, you know, they fancy the idea of doing a thing, but don't have the grasp of their like a worldview to understand the sort of progression it takes to become experienced at a thing. And I think people caring about things is kind of a lot like this, in the sense that, you know, they want to care about a lot of things because they fancy the idea or they fancy themselves as good people, right? Which a lot of people, you know, probably are, but in their lack of understanding or lack of willingness to put in the effort to find out what's going on, you know, they essentially do themselves a disservice in the long run.
I think what it comes down to too is, you know, not even just like, I think this is something, I mean, I kind of had an epiphany here. It's like a lack of not just like opportunity for, I mean, I think lack of opportunity is kind of a big theme in America. And it's not just like opportunity for like, oh, like to succeed and, or to get economic mobility. But I think that like, because of just the way that everything is class-wise, there's a lack of opportunity for like suburban people to feel good about themselves and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm just working day to day. I'm taking care of my kids, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. There's more fucked up stuff going on in the world. And there's a lack of opportunity to do something that stimulates that part of your need of yourself. And then at the same time, too, it's like I was in college for fucking 6 years. After high school, I was never that popular in high school to begin with. So you already know it's like the party, watching everybody party on Snapchat and Instagram and, you know, going on all this cool shit while I was working 2 fucking jobs to pay for college.
Oh,
you know, it's
shit. Here we go again.
Exactly. Like, you know, like that. No, but seriously, I mean, it's, and then you look at all that shit and you're like, fuck, I don't have the opportunity to do that either. And then it's like, fuck, it's like, I think that's kind of, I don't know. I was like, lack of opportunity is kind of an idea too. Or even too, like some people, they want to see themselves as like the next, like, you know, big social justice warrior. You know, they want to see themselves as someone that'll make a change, but there's a lack of opportunity for people to actively make a change. And to, I mean, that comes too from just like a human sense of powerlessness too, which many of us feel on a regular basis. I mean, fuck, dude, like anxiety and depression's on the fucking rise. And like, so, I mean, yeah, I don't know, lack of opportunity. That phrase gets thrown around a lot, but like it just kind of hit me in a lot of different ways right now. And I'm like, lack of opportunity, you know, just in general. Like, there's things that we crave and need that we don't exactly know how to find the answer to. You
And
know?
now are explicitly prohibited.
I think there's something like interesting that sort of builds on that idea is, you know, like the 4 levels of knowledge, right? You don't know what you don't know, you know what you don't know, you know what you know, and then you know what you don't know, I think is.
But you don't know what you don't know.
Right. You don't know what you don't know is like the key one there, right? If you don't know how to like create opportunity or find opportunity, which is a skill set in itself, right? You have to know how to like push the right buttons and get the result that you want out of things. So yeah, that's like just as much of a problem as, you know, the lack of opportunity or lack of resources. It's like the lack of education on how to do that, or, you know, the lack of willingness to want to find out.
That's a good point that you said, the lack of education, because I feel like, especially now the age that we're in, like we're able to create opportunity in a more radical way than we ever have been in the past. You know, if you have a smartphone, if you have social media, if you have a platform, that's the opportunity to create a platform to basically manifest whatever you want. You know, you can let your voice be heard.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, look at you guys making.
That's what
you
we're
know,
trying to do right now.
You guys do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but there is like something to be said about having the privilege to feel like we have an opportunity to do that, and also being able to kind of like have someone speak life into you, to be able to just say like, you know what, there's a value for like, you know, what you have to say, and like, you know, you're gonna create an audience, you know, based on you just being authentic to who you are.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's something like, you know, to be thankful for that privilege, because, you know, things can happen in life where, you know, you don't feel like you do have that option, but like, you know, it is good to pay attention to it too, and like kind of see like what you're actually able to do with it. So
Okay,
Yeah,
we got
100%.
Tuan in the chat saying what's up.
Oh, what's up, Tuan?
What's good?
Tuan. Yeah, that's a dope name, by the way. That shit, I've been big on names lately. I see a lot of names at the dispensary, so like I'm all like, Oh,
you know
for
what?
sure.
You know me too, because I fulfill like online orders every day, and sometimes people have some pretty fucking hilarious
Yeah,
names or
you're
emails.
like,
so, you know.
okay. That's I told you there was a chick named Christmas Eve.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
She's a prostitute for 1 day a year, and she makes a killing.
Angel's got a name for us right here. Let's see.
Deja Dickerson.
Oh my God,
Deja
Deja Dickerson.
Dickerson.
She gets the mail
Damn.
to our house, bro. She gets the mail to our apartment at the same address. And then my problem is, I'm like Deja Dickerson.
Dang.
Deja
It's
Dickerson.
just like junk mail that keeps
I'm a
coming for
fucking
some reason.
mandated reporter. Okay, Deja, I need to fucking call this in, bro. It's
Bro,
that
she's gonna
fucking-
file. She's gonna file a fucking restraining order on us after this.
Yeah.
like
Don't dox Deja.
Deja,
dox Deja.
I'm reporting Deja.
She's a
I
fake
told you,
person.
I'm
Don't
a
look it up.
Yeah, don't look up Deja.
Don't look it up.
I didn't tell you how it's spelled. It's actually spelled very weird. So,
It's hella funny.
yeah.
All right, cool.
So yeah,
DAYJUH. That's what I'm guessing.
No.
very far off. It's actually like
Dude.
DAIYZUHJ.
Got him. Got him.
Dude,
Dox
The
that bitch.
button.
I fucking Dude, I used to work at a college and I used to fucking like, it was like admissions and records and shit. And then there was a guy, there's a couple wacky fucking names, dude. There was a guy whose last name was JFK,
Oh my God.
but it was spelled JAYEFKE, like
Oh my
JFK.
God. JFK. JFK.
Yeah.
Hey, I love this story that you told us about, like the 40-year-old neoliberal college chick talking to the kid who's
At
who was
least 40,
Hmong,
if not 50.
who was Hmong, and she was saying that Oak Park getting gentrified was the
Oh my
same
God.
as Pol Pot moving in on Cambodia and Laos.
I know. Dude, she was like trying to fucking explain Khmer Rouge or whatever to a Hmong chick or whatever. That was like the most just like, see, that is like the most like white liberal type of shit.
That's
that comes
so
up.
bad.
Where it's like, oh my gosh, like I totally know how you feel because I saw this article. Like it's like, dude.
Oh my God. Hey, y'all ever seen Fritz the Cat?
No.
No.
I've heard of, or I know like kind of what it is. It's like it was like in the 70s and shit, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's like one of those weird like adult or adult-ish animated cartoon type things.
It's an X-rated cartoon full feature-length film. Yes, and so it is. It's basically old school Adult Swim. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But basically, dude, it's kind of a trip because Fritz the Cat was made in like 1977, 78, and I just want to say they are like. Fritz the Cat is like Family Guy level, like obnoxious with its stereotypes and whatnot. Like, oh my fucking God, it's really bad. But one of the stereotypes they do is a bunch of SJW college white liberals on campus, and they're walking up to a raven. They're all like, "Oh yeah, we know how you feel. Oh my gosh, dude, segregation's not cool, and you guys been through the XYZ." And like, he's talking to him, and then he looks up and he's like, "I'm not." I'm just a crow. He's like, I'm not even black. Like, and it's like you racist fucking idiots. Like
They're like, oh wait, you're not black? What? I thought you guys were. I watched Dumbo.
Yeah, no, and that's the joke. That's the joke too, exactly. Because again, exactly. I mean, at that point, that was after Dumbo.
That's kind of
And,
funny
like,
though. It's like
it
literally
is-
some racists think that like their racism is like printed on a ticker on their fucking forehead.
Like, okay, you know what?
Unless you're Charles Manson.
Something.
Then it
Yeah,
is.
oh my God, yeah. Something that I get though a lot though, where it's all like, oh my God, you guys look related, and it's all like me and like another Mexican person. And I'm all like, I bet we do. Like that's all I gotta say. Like literally once at Nugget too, and there was like 5-6 of us, right? 5-6 of us, and they were like, "Oh my God, you guys all look like you could all be related. You like a big old family right now." And I was just like,
I totally understand that. Like people tell me I look like Corbin Blue all the fucking
"Oh my
time,
fucking God!" When my hair was like more like yours right now, Bobby, I fucking used to get the Corbin Blue all the fucking time. You already know, growing up.
God,
You got
gotta love High
Corbin
School
Blue?
Musical. Oh yeah.
Or no, you like got Corbin? I can see you getting Corbin Blue.
Yeah,
I got
Corbin
it
Blue.
because the hair, bro.
Is that,
I mean, my
is that a salad? What is that? What is
oh,
it?
I want my
Corbin
salad.
Blue?
There's a salad at the house, and I'm gonna fuck that shit up.
Buffalo chicken one? Oh,
Dude, I'm gonna tear that shit up. Give me a fucking give me a noise right there. You know which one.
You want to talk some shit?
Almost. Almost.
Close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sad to let him know.
I had to be done.
That's like when you get cursed by the genie and you can't come, but then one day you finally lift the curse.
So we got the first topic, which is the Biden thing. What's
Oh yeah. Thanks, bouncing us back. Okay, we got Jorge Bush, insurrection.
Yeah, that's right.
what is it?
Jorge Bush, in other words, George Bush does not
right,
like
right.
the
He was
Capitol
not happy
riot
with the
insurrection.
Capitol thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So George Bush basically said that he wasn't happy that there was violent militant forces invading a Capitol building, and that he was deeply disturbed, and he doesn't understand why there is a populist movement right now.
Hey, you know what's deeply disturbing? Fucking 9/11.
Facts.
What do you have
Just
to say
saying,
about
I'm-
9? I just want to ask you real quick, and as a host of the show, whatever, do you see any similarities between 9/11 and the Capitol insurrection? And I'm not trying to draw you to a conclusion, but do you see any similarities?
General curiosity.
I'm not sure. All I know
In the event itself for that, like aftermath
is
of it.
that I just have a certain opinion about the Capitol building incident,
Let's hear it.
and
And again, I'm sorry. Let me not draw you to a conclusion. Let me rephrase that again. He said that he was deeply disturbed. He doesn't understand how there could be a populist movement right now, and he fucking said that he's upset that there's militant operatives invading a government building.
I
And
don't
this is-
think that George Bush should have been disturbed by that. If he's paying attention, if he understands, the world we live in the country that we're a part of, then he should kind of, not have been surprised that it happened that way. And also the way, it was handled by, the authorities. And I know that if other groups of people chose to do that, then it would have been handled completely differently. And a lot more people probably would have been dead and in jail right now. So that's my take on it.
Do you think that it was selective? Well, what was I gonna say? What was I saying?
Well, okay, but how it ties to George Bush, though, let me
Right.
try to
We're-
like reiterate. It's like
let's talk-
the
yeah.
point where they're very the media is very desperate to sort of like find a credible like voice right now that they're going back to George Bush. They're like, maybe it's been long enough that people don't remember how much they hate George Bush. Because out of any fucking politician alive right now, George Bush, out of all of them, does not really have a fucking leg to stand on when it comes to talking about hostile military force or insurrection or anything like that. It's like, it was his fucking, empire that really, he was the undoing of several Middle Eastern countries, right? Where it's like, that's what they did. They used the fucking CIA or whoever who... George W. Bush's grandfather was like one of the founders of the CIA, Prescott Bush, right?
Yeah.
And so they use the CIA to create, they do, disinformation campaigns and all these different kind of things in all these different countries in an attempt to militarily like do a coup. He's like, it's like out of anyone, George Bush knows what a fucking coup attempt looks like. And he knows that the insurrection was not a coup attempt on the same, it's bad, but it's not a coup attempt on the same level that like, overthrowing fucking Saddam or Gaddafi or whatever, or Iran back in the 70s was. That was a coup attempt.
Where you can literally see the fucking cars driving.
Yeah. Oh, dude, your mic's out.
Oh no! What I was gonna say is not to. And again, I wasn't trying to draw you to a conclusion, but you said too. You felt that if other people had conducted this, if this had gone a different way with different people around, it would have turned out differently. That being said, it's like, would you say that the thing feels very orchestrated?
Oh, absolutely. I think most things that we see in media has some level of orchestration or, some kind of control to it. So, I don't think that they were surprised. I think they probably knew that was going to go down and, it seemed like they were kind of like relaxed, like,
right. But that's true. But why were they relaxed? Were they relaxed because they have white privilege and they're going to be like, right on in, sir, go ahead. We're the police. We won't mind you because you're white. Or was it because it was a fucking setup and there was,
I feel like,
which is not mutually exclusive, by
which
the way.
can be both.
It can be both. It can be both.
due to my perspective, I don't think that white privilege should ever be something that's like, discounted, you know, because I think white privilege happens every single day. So I think it's both to answer your question. To be short,
but I mean, if you watch some of the foot, and I'm not trying to like stick up for like the guy that's walking around or the guy that's fucking building a noose or walking around the Confederate flag. Obviously, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. Right. But most of the people, you know, I hate to say it, it's like it was mostly peaceful. Except for like a few people that were like walking around, they're like, "I'm gonna zip tie fucking Nancy Pelosi right now." Yeah, I didn't say that.
Oh my god,
didn't say that. Oh.
In
Minecraft.
Right.
But I think if you watch like some of the actual footage that came out of this, a lot of the people were just like walking in because the Capitol building is a building that you can go on tour in most days at the fucking Capitol building. Like it's not like the fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark like vault where it's like, oh, no one can go in here. You know, it's like it's a place where it's like people go in all the time. And most of the people that were walking in were just like, oh wow, the cops are letting us in. Wow, that's weird. And they were like taking fucking selfies and shit and like smoking a joint or whatever. And then but then the media is immediately like, this was a violent insurrection. This was a coup attempt. Like this was an overthrow of the government. And it's like, dude, I think they were trying to set it up to be more than it really was. The only person that died was one of the fucking rioters,
and it was a white chick.
Well, the only person that died on the spot, like
she was an ex.
But there's other people that died like later from.
She was people that died, yes, but like the one person that they chose to like put into the spotlight.
Right.
I remember
that female who got shot by a person who was trapped and was about to have the room just like flooded with people.
I just want to say that the level of I just want to say I feel like it reeks of like I think first of all inside job in a sense that like the police were told to stand down, very much so, because
the mayor of DC said as much, pretty much.
They basically said like, oh, we have nothing to worry about.
Well,
they're not gonna do anything.
No, you know why they were told to stand down is because DC had just dealt with a summer of riots, and they were like, oh, we don't want to deal with another like crazy, you know, police brutality thing, so let's draw the troops back or whatever. And there's even some, you know, I don't know if this is like confirmed or whatever, but they were like, Trump was basically saying it's like, yeah, we need more National Guard, more of all these people at this spot. And it's like, even now there's still fucking National Guard. As far as I'm concerned, Washington, you know, it's like, oh, if it had been a different group, it might have gone a different way. But it's like, dude, they've been like fucking tracking these people down.
Well,
they've been like, you know, they've been putting them away. Like there's, I'm pretty sure there's all you people that have gone away for this.
Just the 4 Proud Boys were convicted or whatever.
Yeah.
There was four people that were associated with Proud Boys were convicted. And then, you know, so again, you know, I think when it comes to like a big event like this too, where this is, to be honest, this is a small event. That's a very important event, but it wasn't as big or violent or bad as it could have gone.
Mean, it's still extremely important because they came into the White House, which has only been done, I'm pretty sure, once, and it
wasn't the White House though.
It was the Capitol.
And
right.
I don't know. I think in a way, it would, like they did force them to stand down just because there was so much political gain from them doing all of that. And
it's the perfect image. They got all the footage they needed from that event.
It was the perfect like setup. It was the perfect scenario.
For example, one of the biggest stories that I saw on media in general, they had they'd come and there was a lady that had gotten pepper spray. And when she got pepper sprayed, you know, she's all crying to the camera and whatnot. 3 months later, after the whole thing had happened, she actually faked the whole thing. And it was one of the biggest things on our media in general. And it ended up being fake, which is kind of just strange.
But the whole thing was a joke. But the idea that it was like, that there was a real chance that like they could have successfully like did a coup, like there was what could have possibly happened that would have led to an actual coup? Like what? They just staked the room out with no weapons, no anything. Usually you have to have like guns to be a coup in Minecraft.
They're trying.
In a video game, right?
You're gonna need some TNT blocks for that, man.
Right. So it's not similar to 9/11 in what actually happened. And I think the cops were soft on them for the explicit reason of creating the perfect narrative of now we have to deal with all of these like domestic terrorists that are, it's a bunch of like, Nazis and, white nationalists and all this. Meanwhile, it's like when you're at this event, right, there's, hundreds of thousands of people there to go and watch Trump speak, right? They had no idea of fucking, most people that were there were watching just the rally or whatever, and they had no idea that shit was even going on because it was actually happening right in the middle of Trump's speech. Trump never fucking said to go down there and do that. Like
he called for a peaceful protest.
He said, and then it's like, oh, well, you have to fight. You have to fight. It's like as if a politician's never used the term fight.
It's a metaphor.
Right? You've got to fight for your rights. You've got to fight for 15. You've got to fight for what, like, just because someone says fight.
Fight for your right to party. Does that mean you're going to go
Right.
shoot some fucking cops? Like,
Depends what kind of party it is.
It does depend on what kind of party
It
it
really
is.
depends.
'Cause
Makes a
if
difference.
it's a party I'm at, I don't know.
And it's like, I'm not trying to excuse what they fucking did. But here's the thing. And another thing is, all fucking summer, it's how many different small businesses, black-owned businesses, all sorts of different businesses, private residences were smashed up, torn to pieces, 20-something billion in property damage, right? All this shit was, stolen. Several, dozens of people died, like over, like in the course of like, when you add up like Chaz Chop and all the different, zones over this summer. Yeah. And it's like, well, they're trying to get their message across, and it's like people are angry and they're justified in their anger. But then you go to the Capitol, and it's like, oh no, that's where the government lives, and they're the elite, and you can't go there. If you want to fucking bust down at fucking O'Reilly's Auto Parts because you care about justice and also you need a new catalytic converter, go ahead.
I think that agent,
but don't come to the place. Don't come to the official.
I think agent provocateurs have been getting paid very well in the past 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, I'm gonna take a swig of moonshine because hell yeah, brother.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Dude. Yeah, I don't know. This has been very like political.
Hey, but
Very political episode lately, but that's just, what's going on.
But again,
It's a lot of
I
fun,
think
man.
the insurrection, I think the point is too, I think we can all agree is that George Bush has no right to fucking say that this was an atrocious insurrection when he fucking bombed and led all these fucking military campaigns upon a country that was, sort of on its own bullshit, and it was fucked up. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to defend what they're up to, but they were on their own shit for fucking sure. But we had vested interest, and we went in, and we caused a ton of actual insurrections. And this motherfucker has no place to come out in front of young Americans who have no idea who this person is except for a former president. And, they didn't live during this era.
Yeah.
A lot of young people were fucking, who can vote now and can drink now.
Right.
Were born after 9/11.
Right.
Like, fuck.
Right. People who fought and died in the wars that George Bush, senior and junior created that were born like, around 9/11. Like they're old enough to fight and die now because of the forever wars that George Bush and others and, people like Joe Biden and fucking Nancy Pelosi and John McCain, rest in peace. Have like perpetrated, and now it's like that really just shows you how bad the battle is actually being lost for the political elite to actually maintain any semblance of control over the population. They're trying to bring out W. They're trying to bring out W to give more validity to the system right now. Like that should be a fucking sign.
Man, people trust him less than Obama. He's just been so far out of the scene for the longest time. It's like he pops back up and you're like, oh.
Right.
Oh, what's going on? It's like you hear a word for the first time, you know what I mean? And then you hear it everywhere, and then it's gone for a while, and it just pops back up.
Yeah.
Just pops back up.
I know, it was weird like seeing him again, because it's like, that's just like, it's weird because it's almost nostalgic in a way. Because it's like that's
So
what
back
we were
when it
growing
was
up.
all so
when it was
simple.
all so simple. When all we had to fight was the
I think a lot
Taliban.
of politicians have mastered the art of damage control.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's, it's a great tactic just in general. Like, if you're able to kind of like, be in the spotlight for a long time and you have a certain whatever on your name and then, you just kind of disappear for a little bit.
Right.
You come back, it's like, people kind of have that, like, what have you done for me lately syndrome where they kind of like forget about the things that happened. And, it's kind of a way to preserve, in a certain sense, you know what I'm saying? So, I think he did a good job of, kind of just staying off the scene, and
Right.
he comes back, and it's like, okay, now we're seeing you with different eyes because we haven't seen you in a while. And
Right. It's been long enough that they can't remember all of the. Because I was perfectly happy to just well, not perfectly happy, but reasonably happy to let George Bush just like continue to fucking paint wiener schnitzels for the rest of his life and not like be tried for war crimes in Minecraft.
Yo, I got straight up like 2 things about George Bush that will never leave my mind, imprinted forever. One, my cousin Alex called me up one day. I'm pretty sure he called me. Can't quite remember. He's like, hey, guess what? And I'm like, what? He said George Bush choked on a peanut.
On a peanut?
He choked on a fucking peanut, dude. And I don't know why. That's the one thing I remember about George Bush. But then, the painting of him in Jeffrey Epstein's island that was found, where he's playing Jenga with the fucking paper planes.
Wow, dude, I haven't seen
that
that
up,
one.
pull that
I haven't
up, pull
seen
that
that one.
up.
I've
Okay.
seen the other one.
Pull it up.
Yes,
Man,
Pull it
okay,
up.
hold on.
That sounds interesting.
A Google image search should probably do it right well.
I know. Let me hold up. What's it called? Like, what should I say?
Sorry,
Like,
I'm fucking. My computer's like on fucking sleep mode because I'm stupid.
All right.
I have to set it.
Yeah.
damn, I gotta look
Yeah.
at this now.
I mean, of course, there's, a few U.S. presidents in there that have
Remember?
been caught doing some questionable things on
Oh, wow.
canvas.
There's a whole picture of Obama.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
On site.
Yeah, like Ethan's saying, bro. Obama and his family on Epstein Island, man.
Wow.
No,
dude.
bro, that was Photoshop, bro.
It's fake.
No Photoshop? All right,
Damn it.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. That's the thing.
Oh, it's so good. But with the Bill Clinton one was real, isn't it?
Yeah, no, the paintings
blue
are real.
dress?
The
Oh, the
paintings
painting's
are
real. Oh,
The
okay.
paintings are
These
definitely
both
real.
of these paintings are real, by the way. I'm looking at the George W.
got this
Bush
pulled up?
right now.
You got
I got it.
All right.
Yeah, the George W. Bush one's
That's
actually
great.
it's very insulting too.
That's amazing, yeah.
I mean,
It looks like it was painted by George W. Bush.
Oh, there's
Oh,
Clinton,
nice,
of
dude.
course.
all right, yo. So
Classy.
As an art history enthusiast, I won't say major. I have taken classes. No, but I mean, this is ice cold right here. I mean, fuck, nobody. You ain't got fucking.
It's incredible, man.
That's
shit.
pretty glorious, actually. Honestly.
So yeah. Remember that? That's still unsolved. Remember Epstein?
Who's got the ladder?
Remember how now everybody's just like, whatever, Epstein. Haha.
Hey, what's up with Ghislaine?
She's on trial.
What's good with their trial? That's what I'm fucking saying.
They were that's actually
Pull it up.
Let's see what we got going.
there's actually yeah. Let's see. Oh, for a third time, judge rejects bail for Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, but here's another thing. This is from the Independent. Let's see. Shut up. Ad blocker detected. A New York judge has granted a request by Ghislaine Maxwell's legal team to redact segments from the case filed against her, claiming they would serve to cater a craving for that which is sensational and impure.
What the fuck?
U.S. District Judge Allison J. Nathan issued the ruling last week on redactions from portions of a transcript the government filed under seal that Miss Maxwell's legal team had requested on the grounds of privacy concern. The judge also granted redactions that prosecutors made while filing the transcript on the basis of protection of the integrity of ongoing criminal investigation and to protect third parties' personal privacy interests. That's the big quote right there. To protect third parties'
very big quote
personal
right there.
privacy interests. Basically meaning that they're saying, yeah, we're not gonna like look at all this evidence in this trial because it might implicate a bunch of people that probably paid a lot of money to not be implicated.
That would be an
So that's
absolute
where we're
shame.
at on Ghislaine.
God damn it.
The judge wrote, though the defendant contends that some of the information contained in the redactions is public, she furnishes no evidence to that effect, adding that the privacy interests at stake justify the limited and narrowly tailored reactions. Okay.
So we should make like a little like campaign on it, like be like, make this fucking shit not,
Make the bad man go away.
Make this. Women can be diddlers too. Okay,
That's right.
Seriously,
It takes a little more effort.
Yeah, free Ghislaine Maxwell.
Free Ghislaine.
Free Ghislaine, man. That's all I'm saying.
You freed Bobby Shmurda. Why can't you free Ghislaine? You know,
Bro, I love that that Instagram account, Sus Rap News or whatever. The straight up like posted an article that said Bobby Shmurda back in prison after pissing on man's face in club. It's just like,
bro, you're about to get us
sounds like
taken down for
Bobby.
fake news, dude.
hey, as a fellow Bobby,
One of the Bobbies of history.
I felt like he did that shit.
As one, yeah, Bobby Shmurda is one of your contemporaries,
Not a fake
one of your
story.
peers.
That and Robert Oppenheimer.
Mm.
We got niggas
You
that
got-
piss on faces and niggas that fucking blow up,
Dang.
blow up countries.
blow up places.
That's right. All around me are pissed on faces, blown up places.
Worn out spaces.
I'm done.
Oh. Shit, it's been a good cast. It's been a long cast. We're about 2.5 hours in.
2.5 hours going
Dude.
in on the ZUDECAST.
If we go any longer, I'm gonna have to shave my head and become Joe Rogan. All right. Does anyone have any final statements, any plugs, anything they want to talk
I think
about?
that's about right about now. Let's
Yeah.
Funk Soul Brother.
Yeah. Oh, I have a little plug. My band, or the band that I am in, the So Very, will be playing at Mountain Vibe Festival, hopefully in June, if that is a thing, if that's still a thing. I'm gonna try to get some horn players in the mix, which it's Sacramento, so there's plenty of good horn players.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be cool in the summer, hopefully when these gigs start coming back, man. So stay tuned for that.
Hey, man.
A lot of good bands playing that night.
Just kind of curious. The So Very what?
That's for you to find out.
You'll find out. I
Gotta
guess.
come to the show.
I'm gonna
Damn.
give a shout out to my boy Joey, who's
Oh, yep.
got a show in the Bay Area at Kelly's Olympian on 4/16/21. Buy your tickets, get there,
Hit it up.
hit him up.
Yo.
Alcavar on Spotify, on SoundCloud. Follow him everywhere on Instagram.
It's pretty fucking
He's
sweet,
cool
actually.
peeps.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I think we chilling.
Cool. Well,
Well,
so if anyone is still watching,
we appreciate you, my
we
dudes.
appreciate you. And make sure to like, follow, comment, subscribe, report this video for hate speech.
Report
And-
it. Smash that report button.
Yeah. Block, cancel. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Don't forget they killed Kenny.
That's right.
Don't forget they killed
Facts.
Kenny.
Always
They
kill
killed Kenny, and
Facts.
always remember to piss out your ass. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to the ZUDECAST. Remember, everybody, we're live on Tuesdays at 7. That's the day. Come
I
back.
got shit on my nutsack.
That's right. Yeah. If you ever want to come in, talk some shit,
Talk some
come
shit.
talk some shit. Call ZUDECAST on Instagram and we'll fucking talk some shit.
You wanna
Get
talk some
ready.
shit?
Yeah, that's right. Get ready for next week. Talk some shit. Gotta get some guests, man. Peace out, my Zudes.
What is up, my dudes?
What is up, my dudes?
Hey!
What is up? What is up?
What is up, my dudes?